Hey everyone, Hazel and I cannot thank you all enough for the support you've shown our podcast.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing, you guys and gals out there. Every time I hear somebody say that they actually listen to us, I just don't believe it. I want to call them a liar.
You know, Hazel, I just wanted to mention something before we get on with the show today. We're now going to put timestamps for each segment of our show in our weekly show description. That way, you can decide exactly what you want to hear, whether you want to listen to our beautiful voices for the entire podcast or zip right to that guest speedrun segment and find out how many they got right this week. You decide.
Yeah, or if you're, Raven and you want to find out, how many mistakes we've made in the episode and call us out on Saturday mornings, you can certainly do that as well. You know what, Gatr? I think it's a brilliant idea. You are a genius. Wait a minute, did I just say that? I'm just reading the script. I'm not going to say that.
No. You said you would say that. Read the script, man. Come on.
You know me, man. I don't read scripts. This is amateur bullshit.
Dude, you agreed, man. You agreed to this. No. Yes.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 81 of Guardian Down Cast. We're a couple dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe, and we interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that gets you to crack that grin in the middle of your workday. Come on, you know who you are. I'm your host, the Gatr, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. How you been, man?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. I'm sleepy as hell right now. My daughter had a nightmare like 3 o'clock in the morning and woke up. She was on the edge of the bed, over me, and she poked me right in the forehead. Oh. Dad, I had a nightmare, and I'm
having it right now.
Exactly. Yeah. I punch you and send you across the room for
God,
scaring the shit out of me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Joys of little kids, man.
Exactly. I mean, it's one of those things. I make fun of it, but I love it though. I mean,
sure.
I just lift up the blanket. I was like, get in. So yeah, she just curled up right next to my wife, and I was like, this is nice.
Yeah, enjoy it. You won't.
My wife didn't think so.
They get to a certain age, you won't even see them again. They'll pop in on the weekend, like my daughter did this weekend, and then they'll go away. Yeah.
That sounds sad as shit right now.
Yeah.
Except for when Gatr doesn't have to put on pants. So I get it.
Don't talk about my pants, man.
How are you?
Tomorrow we wouldn't have to.
I'm doing good, man. We've been kind of busy, I guess. We haven't really talked to each other much this week, but we did jump in and do a little Iron Banner. We did do a little bit of Iron Banner.
Yeah.
I guess, what was it, Wednesday?
I think so, yeah.
How'd you think that went?
I was pissed off about it, actually. The entire time. Yeah, I was pissed off. I was angry.
Why?
Because I sat for 2 hours, getting rid of all these fucking Crucible tokens.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, here I am spending my entire time getting Crucible tokens again, and now I have to go and shell the shit back to to the damn shacks. Here, take my shit, man. Just give me useless stuff.
Oh man. Well, I've been on a Crucible. It was fun though playing. I've been on a Crucible bug, man. I don't know why, but I've just been love sniping in Iron Banner this week. It's just been a lot of fun. But overall, average week. Average, we had the big reveal this week. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But, eyes up, looking forward. Things I think are doing pretty good. Well, tonight we have a returning guest that was here from the very beginning, like our guest on last week's show. He's the gaming dad that loves to make sure Hazel and I are factually correct and has secretly been one of our biggest supporters since our inception. To be honest, when Hazel and I were trying to think of who to talk to about the new season coming up, well, the same name kept coming up. It's our longtime. It's our longtime friend of the show. It's BurningWing0. How you been, man?
What's up, Al?
Burning Wing gets to see how things are done in the background now. Shit. Well, hey, man. Thanks for coming on tonight, man. We're looking forward to talking with you and catching up with you. So, and we're going to do exactly that. First, we're going to catch up with Burning Wing, see what's going on in his life. Next, we're going to test his Twitch reflexes on our new and further improved Fast Fire segment we call the Speedrun. Hazel's going to go over the TWAB for this 13th and final week of Beyond Light Season of the Hunt, which ends basically tomorrow once this podcast comes out. We'll discuss the upcoming season of The Chosen, which is our new season, and our first impressions of the new trailer. And finally, we'll answer community questions and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, let's roll. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Well, hey, BurningWing0. How you been, man?
I'm good.
How's life treating you?
Yeah, well, 2020 was a shit show like everyone else's, but seems to have leveled off here the last quarter of it. So
yeah,
that's good, man.
Well, you haven't been here in a while, and for new listeners out there, I figured we'd do, like Mr. Agent H last week. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do for a living? What kind of family situation are you in? And that kind of stuff.
I'm good.
Okay. Moving on.
Awesome.
It's gonna be a great interview, Hazel.
No, it's fine.
No, I'll tell you, I was just messing with Gatr. So most people know me, BurningWing0, Master of the Jorts, the Moist One, he who has many names. Soccer makes me watch the talks. Birds aren't real people. I don't even
know.
That's
my favorite one.
I love that one too. But yeah, so I've been playing Destiny since D1. I got my PlayStation right before Crota came out, so that's how far back I go.
Okay.
Nice.
Got 2 kids that aren't here, luckily. I love them. They're 8 and 10.
Nice, the good ages.
They're actually out of skating right now. So
nice.
But
what do you do for a living?
I build airplanes.
Really? So do you do a lot of what RNG Gatr does? Do you work in the same kind of field?
Well, yes and no. I think he's more of the maintenance side of stuff. So after it's already built, he's got to maintain it, make sure it's flying.
That's right.
I do the beginning stuff. I actually put it together wrong the first time, send it out, and then let someone else fix my fuck ups.
Neat.
Yeah. Cool.
That sounds heartwarming.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, it's an airplane. Takeoff is optional. Landing is not. Just so.
How long have you been married?
13 years.
Okay.
13 years this year.
Solid, man.
Way to put him on the spot.
I have to do the quick. Yeah. I have to do the quick quiz. Got to make sure he knows.
That's okay. She won't ever hear this, so it's fine.
That's the best, right? That's the best. It's like, yeah, I can say whatever. She'll never find out.
Until he gets back to her. Did you know what your husband said?
Yeah. With your beer delivery run,
Yeah, my beer delivery service.
Yeah, we got to talk about that later. There's a question about that.
All right, sir. Well, what was one of your earliest moments in gaming that you remember?
So, I'm not sure what I said last time, but
don't worry, neither are we.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will go back and listen, make sure I said the same thing. But one of the earliest ones I remember is playing Sonic for the Genesis. I think it was Sonic 2. And I was pretty deep into it. And I lost a life, and I got so mad I slammed my fist down on the ground. It was in a basement at the time, old basement, padding underneath the carpet. Yeah, I broke my hand.
Ouch.
So I remember that story now. I do.
I say it too.
Yeah, I remember that story when you're first on. That's cool. That's just concrete floors don't give.
Oh, no, bones do.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, I think we all have those stories, playing when we're younger and getting mad, throwing shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, how did you find Destiny, Burning Wing? How did you come across this game we love, or supposedly love?
But, honestly, I'd seen, I think it was a TV trailer at the time.
Okay.
For the game. As I said, I started back right before Crota came out. What was that, 2014, I guess? Mm-hmm. Saw a trailer, and when I saw the trailer, I thought at first it was a Star Wars game. They showed the Warlock doing his melee, and then like a whole bunch of people just kind of moved away, got pushed out of his way.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit, it's a new Star Wars game. So I was talking with my buddy about it, who I've known since high school. And apparently my wife and his wife got together and thought it'd be a good idea to buy us PS4s Destiny.
Okay.
So for Christmas that year, I got PS4 and Destiny. However, I couldn't play Destiny for, I think, 3 weeks after I got it because it was the PlayStation Network attack during that time.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, nice.
It was like a whole month. Yeah. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks or a month or something like that.
That's what made me buy an Xbox, because Xbox wasn't attacked. I figured this bullshit isn't ever going to happen to me again. If I want to play Destiny, I'll have several platforms.
Xbox was attacked. They just were able to block whatever was attacking them.
Right.
Before it got too bad.
Right. Exactly. I remember that, man.
But yeah, so she got me that. I'm sure she regrets every minute of it. So.
Well, that's usually the case afterwards. So
yeah, mm-hmm. And then so I spent up until Taken King pretty much playing with my buddy. That was it. I didn't know I would see other Guardians like in patrols or whatnot, but I didn't think they ever like message them or anything else like that. Until I got bored one day and started listening to the podcast, and that's where I found the Derp Fam.
I was gonna say, would that buddy be Ban Davis?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was back in the good old days before I knew Davis.
Oh, so it was with Cyborg Sasquatch?
It was no one that's in the Discords. It was my IRL friend.
Oh, okay. I got you.
He trying. You can keep trying. You want me to keep shooting you down?
No, that's all right. Go ahead. I'll let you keep talking.
But yeah, he played for about a year. Like, he played for a little bit after Taken King came out, but his life got hectic and we were working different shifts at the time, so we didn't really get to play too much together. That's why I turned to podcast to try and find something to do. I was just like, all right, what else is there to do? Whatever. And then, like I said, I found Derp Fam, but I still wasn't active. I didn't really get active with them until Taken King came out. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there and see. And yeah, controlling ever since.
Nice. That's awesome, man. All right, sir. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to see which way to go here. Do you consider yourself more of a PvE player or a PvP player?
PvE. If I can avoid Crucible, I do. It's just since Destiny 2, I have not enjoyed PvP, and in the game.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's something's missing for me. Like there's just like D1. I'd go in Crucible and hang out and play and whatnot. I always had a good time. I'd play trials, I'd try to find a team and all that. And just from the onset of D2 vanilla on, I just like, this is stupid. I just don't enjoy this part of the game. So I just never really tried to. Like, if I can get out of going into it, I will. Like, I don't even play Iron Banner most of the time.
Yeah, I was funny. Me and Warcry were talking the other night. I think Hazel was there. Me and Warcry were so burnt out from multiplayer on Call of Duty. That's where we came from. We didn't play Crucible for like the entire year, the first year of Destiny. And, man, I'm still kicking myself for doing that now. So,
yeah, I was a similar situation. Like, the whole first probably year and a half I had Destiny, I didn't play Crucible.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't do PvP.
Then I had to get the damn Thorn kills. Those kills to get Thorn. And that was that.
I never did that.
Yep, getting Void kills in Crucible. I'll never forget. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta go and... Oh, jeez.
As long as you weren't a hunter, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's true. Because the hunter had a very crappy Void neutral game. Or they didn't have any neutral game in Void.
Yeah, they didn't have
a Void subclass.
Have a Void game at all.
That's right. That's right. Damn, I forgot about that. Holy crap. Wow. Gee whiz. Well, hey, thinking back, and I know you probably answered this when you were here long ago, but is there a favorite moment in Destiny that you can think back to that, with a Dirt Fam even, that comes to mind?
So, I mean, favorite memory, there's so many of them with the Dirt Fam. It just, a lot of good times raiding. Back when Kingsfall was the raid for the year it was around, a buddy of mine, Holden Court, he lives in Hong Kong, which is 12 to 13 hours, depending on daylight savings and all that, ahead of Kansas, where I'm at.
Right.
So I was working nights. Well, it'd be middle of the day for him. And he, at the time, he was just married, no kids, nothing else like that. And so I'd log on after I got off work. I'd get off work at, what time did I get off work? Like 5 a.m. or something like that. I'd log in and he'd be like, hey, let's do a raid. Okay. Who are these people? I don't know. I found them on LFG. Okay. I guess we're doing this. So it was just fun times. And then Holden Court was there for a lot of shenanigans, with Davis and all that.
Cool deal.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, I'm like, I named Holden Court. I'm like, it sounds familiar. And then I realized, like, oh yeah, he's like, he follows us on Instagram. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he is a awesome dude. He's got his own streaming channel going on Twitch and whatnot. It's grown pretty quick. He's doing Warzone now, for the most part.
Very cool.
I was trying to get him into FUD's Warzone tournament.
Right.
I think the time difference was just too much.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
What is it, like 13 hours, 12 hours?
It's 12 to 13 hours from where I'm at in Kansas. So it's where FUD's at. Yeah, another hour or so.
Oof. Yeah, it's a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal.
All right, sir. Well, let's go ahead and we'll transition into our
signature
questions. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You're welcome.
I had to join in.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can.
Everyone else is doing it.
Exactly. All the cool kids. So, sir, let's go with this. Wait. I got to ask it like this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Do you have any hobbies aside from video games that you
do? I mean, trolling. I love to troll people.
Yeah, you were good at that.
What's the best troll that you've done lately?
Oh, lately? I haven't had any good ones lately. We had a decent one today with Gatr.
God damn it.
I wasn't part of that. That sucks.
I don't know who started it. It said the French. It was started in the Guardian Hub podcast Discord. I had a couple from PTP and I had a couple from ours. Then I had like 40 from Guardian Hub. I'm like, oh damn it, not again. And I'm like, who the hell started this? And it said some French guest. The French guest. Is that an alt account?
No, that guy just joined Guardian Hub.
No shit.
So yeah, he got initiated right away.
Oh my god,
that's great. I love it how stuff like that happens. Like you see like some like random person just join up into the Discord, and there's like usually chaos whenever somebody does that.
Yeah,
that's going on immediately, and it's just like, yeah, just don't mind us. We're just we're just doing.
Don't mind the troll under the bridge.
Exactly.
And by the way, happy birthday, Fluffy.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday, I guess.
Well, it was today.
No, it's today.
Well, I know, but by the time this comes out.
Yeah, damn, that's right. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so anything besides trolling that you've
yeah,
yeah.
I enjoy giving Gatr shit. Sorry. No, I enjoy bowling, which I have in common with Gatr there.
Oh yeah.
And then also I enjoy cars and airplanes as well.
Yeah, and you were showing me that new bowling ball you just got, like bright yellow, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's a little change up from what I've traditionally had. Most everything else I've had has been dark. So
yeah, it looks good, man.
It's been a good ball so far.
You're gonna have to let me know on the which ball that is, because I need to get another one. I've had the same ball for like a long time. So
I've got one bowling ball that's 18 years old.
I probably have a few that are that old. Be honest, they sit in my garage now, but I don't know why I'm saving them. I don't know.
I mean, this thing, the one this 18-year, I was throwing it even this last year. Like it was still working.
Jeez.
And finally, I threw it one time and it just acted weird. I was like, I think it's dead now.
You haven't had one split in half yet? I threw one down the lane one time. I took out of my garage and it's split in half and rolled in two.
I've had them crack before. I've had others.
It's crazy, man. It's a great sport, though.
I never knew that would happen.
Well, the heat in Florida.
Yeah,
the heat in Florida.
Well, and it's the cold in Kansas that's worse than the heat. Mm-hmm. When they get cold, they contract so much it just cracks the outside of the ball.
And this is all made out of resin. All made out of resin, resin type products. They're very high demand. Very high performance products, and not just your regular urethane balls. These are called urethane resin balls.
Active resin.
Yeah, and they soak up that oil, man, and you see all those crazy curve balls everyone's using in the pros. That's what they're using, reactive resin.
So the pros. So I've gotten back into watching the USB or the TVA.
Oh yeah.
And they actually they'll throw urethane still.
Well, they have all these stupid patterns, man, that are just crazy different. Yeah.
Well, and they got the newest style is the two-handed.
Right. That's true. The thumbless, yep.
Well, yeah, thumbless with two hands. And those guys, man, they just rip that ball so hard, so fast.
Yep.
Some of them just can't use the reactive resin because it just hooks too much.
Oh, we've got people in our competitive league that two-handed, and I've even seen them use plastic balls before, depending on how dry the lanes are. But it's crazy. It's crazy how many revs they can get.
Yeah, it's nuts. Look up Jason Belmonte sometime.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you ever want to see it. He was the guy that kind of took it to the next level.
He's been champ several times. Yeah, he's been world champ.
11 time.
Quite a few.
Or 11 titles or something like that.
Yeah. He's a nice guy too. Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he does. I saw like a TikTok with him where some lady was wanting to get him to react to a video or whatnot, and he's like, "Hey, here's my number. Have her call me." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Well,
what the hell? I just watched him do this.
It's crazy revs, yeah, man.
Yep.
What the fuck?
And yeah, there's several more now that are doing that, and they say it's actually easier on your body to do it that way.
It is.
It's easier on your shoulder, your elbow, and all that.
It's a weird stance you have to have. You can't throw a traditional stance. You have to cradle the ball when you bring it up there. But I can tell you from the arthritis in my fingers and my wrist and stuff, I guarantee it's easier on your body because you're using your whole body and your arms instead of just a wrist and fingers and ligaments.
Yeah, but you gotta have some good balance to to do it though.
Yeah, you do. That's for sure.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy what they can do now with bowling. It's just nuts. Well, hey, Burning Wing, dude, what's up with the gamer tag? I don't even know why I asked this question because you have so many of them. But what's up?
I only have one gamer tag. I just have a bunch of nicknames.
Okay.
So the gamer tag at the time when I made it, it was a mixture of two of my favorite Gundams from the anime.
That's right.
Burning Gundam from Gundam G Fighter and the Wing0 Gundam from Gundam Wing.
It's coming back to me now. I remember now.
Yeah. However, as a friend pointed out to me a while ago now, it can also have something to do with the fact that I work on airplanes.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like a burning wing, a plane going down, and burning wing, and burning wings to blame. Yeah.
Yep. That's why you don't put your name on your tools, people. But yeah, I was like, I didn't even make that connection, but
that's funny. All right. Well, hey, question, just kind of going off of that real quick. What's one of your favorite, and why? One of your favorite like Discord names?
That's a good one.
There's got to be Birds Aren't Real People in the PTP.
That's good.
Discord.
For the longest time, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah. I normally try to put like a wing or a 0 or something in my name just to kind of let people know, hey, it's this dumbass here.
Yeah.
But there was an article I read one time, and Fluffy had a coworker, I think at the time, that like believed like all these weird ass conspiracy theories and whatnot.
Right.
And I just found this one that said, basically the headline was, birds aren't real. They're drones for the government. And whenever they fall to the ground, it's because they need to be charged.
Oh, shit. I remember that story. It was crazy, man.
I was like, this is too good. And so I read the whole article because I was just fascinated by this. I read the whole article, and at some point in there, there's a interview with a guy who like started the whole conspiracy, and he goes, birds aren't real people. And I'm like, that is fantastic. So that is my name. That's been my name in that Discord for quite a while now.
Right. Jeez.
I think Senor Birds Aren't Real People or something like that.
Yeah, they're on a Spanish kick now. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I've got one left. Hazel, you have one left, right?
Yep.
You want to close out or you want me to?
I'll let you close out. You're good, man.
Okay.
So, sir, do you have a motto or mantra that you go by, or a couple of them?
Well, yeah, for a long time, it used to be sleep when you're dead. And I used to be able to pull that off. Now, not so much. And then the other one, I was thinking about it because I knew this question was coming. There's a friend of mine when I was in experimental at work, sign for his toolbox. All it said was focus, FOCUS, and it had dots in between. Right? I'm like, all right, what's that mean? He says, fuck off because you stupid.
Oh, shit.
I like it. So whenever someone would do something stupid, we'd look at him and go, focus.
Not knowing what the hell it meant. Yeah, that's good. I like that. All right, I'll finish it out. And I probably asked you this question, on whatever, episode 10 or whenever it was, but I'm thinking maybe there might be another answer, maybe, hopefully. What's one thing about you that nobody knows?
Yeah, I remember doing this one, and because I've been around so long and I'm just kind of an open book, there's a lot that people know, even if they don't realize it. My go-to used to be that the minister that married me and my wife was also a bouncer at a bar and was covered in tats.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
I've said that one I don't know how many times now.
Yeah. That's great.
So something that they don't know about me.
All these Discords, there's nothing nobody might not know about you.
Yeah, dude.
I know Chris outed you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, that guy. I'm gonna have to go bonk him on the head. Moist. No, I mean, I guess like I've actually had people ask if me and Davis are friends or not. We actually are friends. I've met Davis a couple of times.
Oh, the band Davis. Got you.
Yeah, Davis. His name used to be Davis 11599, I think. Is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we all got on we went to trying to ban him in the Discord, and he's like, well, I'll do you one better. And he changed everything over to ban Davis. I was like, jackass. Now we can't even use that correctly.
It's well known. I've seen him around, especially in the derp area. But that's pretty cool. Well, that's good.
Yeah, he's one of the OG derp.
Yeah, he is. He's been there a long time too.
Yeah,
you have. So, well, good deal, man. Hey, thanks for shedding some light on your life, man. I appreciate it. We always like to catch up, and we've grown quite a bit since our early days, and some listeners may not know much about our past guests. So,
and just another question for you, real quick here. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Church of the Bird. Have you heard about it?
The what?
Can you say that one more time?
Have you guys heard about the Church of the Bird? Have you? No.
Church of the
Bird is the word, right?
I've heard the Bird is the word. Yes.
Yeah, Bird is the word. So this is a whole church for the Bird is the word. I just want to tell you guys about the good times with the Bird.
Okay.
Go for it.
We walked
talk about
it. I know. I'm walking blindly. I'm hitting walls.
No, I do want to talk about the Google Stadia shedding their internal development team.
Oh, yeah.
For their games.
That's been going around the news lately. Yep.
It's been, yeah. I think the news may have made it a bigger story than what it actually is.
You think so?
Yes.
That's because it's Google, though.
And I think that's some of it, yeah.
And their history.
Exactly. Their history. They have a history of just, we're going to do this. Okay, it's done. It's ran its course. What do you mean? We use this every day. You don't anymore. But I think the whole Google Stadia thing, this kind of came out of nowhere, as far as I know. Was it last year?
Or
was it 2019?
I don't think it's even been 2 years yet.
Yeah,
I don't think it's officially been 2 years yet.
Yeah, so it just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, I mean, they hired, I think they said like 150 people for the game studio.
Yeah, they did.
So I mean, it's not like the studio was real big. A 2-year-old studio trying to make AAA games. I don't care how much talent you got. That's probably not going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I've heard Bungie's like almost 800 now.
I think they were 800 when they left Activision.
And I've heard they've hired even more people. Well, they got
never even seen.
Never even seen the studio. Yeah, well, they have other fish to fry too. They got another game they're working on, but
I'm sure they got a couple games they're working on. I mean, if you want to be successful in a business like this, you have to have
you got to be thinking
stuff
ahead.
Working in sequence with each other.
Yeah, you got to be thinking ahead, one step ahead of your consumers. That's for sure. Well,
so what do you think about it, though?
Yeah,
what do you think about them shutting those studios down?
So I think it's probably a good thing for Stadia. I don't know. I know Gatr got the free package with his YouTube TV stuff from Stadia.
It's like $10 a month, but you give you the controller and a Google the Google wireless thing you put on TV.
The Chromecast Ultra.
Yeah, you get that free too. So I'm like, $10 a month, I'll hang in there for a while. Why not?
So with that, I think it's going to be better for them because what they'll do is they'll be able to focus more on bringing their games onto the Stadia platform instead of trying to promote their own stuff. You know what I mean?
But the problem is Burning Wing is the model's broken, man. You can't have a streaming game and make people buy the games.
No, that is the biggest issue with Stadia.
That's the reason I haven't bought anything from them yet. I mean, that doesn't instill a lot of confidence in me to buy a $70 game.
If you want right now, you can cancel your subscription and you can still play Destiny 2 on Stadia for free.
Okay.
Completely free. That's the only game though. Like nothing else. You can't play anything else unless you have that $10 subscription service.
Right. It's called I think it's called Stadia Pro or something.
Yeah. If they would, it's either they need to go Xbox Game Pass.
Yep.
Like system.
Yeah.
Or they need to just do a Steam like system and just let you buy the game and play it that way. Sole subscription service with that. Like I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make their money back because the technology to do what they're doing can't have been cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just no one in their right mind is going to pay $10 a month and then pay for games on top of it.
Well, I mean, look at the competition. I mean, I'm sure they looked at their market before they jumped in here and realized Microsoft had a much better plan.
Well, but maybe, but Microsoft's xCloud is nowhere near as polished as Stadia.
I've heard it runs really smooth. I haven't even plugged mine in yet.
xCloud or Stadia?
Stadia.
Stadia is it's great. Like you can't feel the lag. And it every time I've played it, I've had great performance in the game and whatnot. Haven't had too many hiccups, you know.
Someone told me the cloud service with Xbox is now being able to be used on iPhones now.
Yeah.
You just I know you have to use the Google browser, but
no. Technically, xCloud is not available on iPhone. What Xbox did was they let you stream from your Xbox to your iPhone.
I see.
Streaming from the xCloud is not available because Apple wants their half of the money.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you buy the Game Pass, it's because because Apple's pushing their own gaming service. It's not even that. It's because you have to download games. Well, you don't download games, but Apple is like, hey, this is a download, but you have all these games that people are paying for or a subscription that you're paying for. We want, X amount of money for each of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft's like, no.
Yeah.
Because, they both like money, obviously.
Well, that's why they've been in business for a while.
So until they can resolve that, I mean, and some of it is probably due with the Apple Arcade ecosystem that they're trying to build up.
Which I tried, and I was not impressed. It was all kiddie games, to me at least.
Well, but that's Apple for you.
Yeah.
Like, Apple is a consumer-friendly vision now. It used to be. Like, it used to be, you take it, leave it, fuck off, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. And they probably won't ever have more than what they like a harder type of game than what they do now. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a cartoony,
right?
Maybe
a lot of arcade,
maybe
games. A lot of arcade
15. Stuff. Yeah.
Something casual, basically.
Right.
Something you can
that's kind of how I equate it to.
Yeah, something you can. Excuse me. Something you can just play on your phone. That's simple.
Right. Your phone, your Apple TV, your iPad, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
now, how is this? You mentioned earlier that this was going to be good for Google. How is this going to be good for Google? Is it gonna make them push to go with the service? Is that why you say that?
I'm hoping that now that they've done this, what they're going to do is hopefully they're going to be able to get their development kit to more studios, so more studios can bring their games on board. Hopefully, if they do that, then they can either fix their pricing model or just go free. You know what I mean? Like, not like maybe a free trial for, like say you get 10 minutes of this game a day or whatever.
Right.
Something to get you in the door, whatnot. And I'm sure someone's sitting back like, well, what about the people that were working in the studio? Well, the thing with Google is they don't really lay people off. They take that talent and distribute it elsewhere.
Yeah, just move them around.
Yeah.
I'm sure some got let go, but for the most part, that's probably what it is. And Amazon has their Luna service that is a lot like Stadia.
Right. That's what I was going to say is, it seems like Google that Google, like they came out with the model first and they were like, hey, we're going to do this. And then like now everybody kind of jumped on board with it. And it seems to be doing it better than Stadia.
Yes. Well, and that's because it's a typical Google project. They're like, hey, look, we got this. We got all these big plans. We got this covered. 2 years later, they ain't done shit. It's like that with almost everything they do. They're like, oh, we got all these grand plans. Ooh, something shiny over here. Let's do that.
They're like one
Amazon.
They're like one of my fickle girlfriends from long ago. They're like,
yeah,
like interest just totally moves around without notice.
And Amazon, I think, has the better opportunity for a service like this because they can include it with Prime. Say you're paying for Prime, however much it is per month now.
Yeah,
you get access to the Luna service download whatever games they have.
They have a captive audience and a huge audience at that. With the Prime environment.
Google doesn't have that because a majority of Google services are free, and people are used to, like, whenever you go to a Google service, it's free.
Yeah, we use Google Docs for our show notes.
Exactly. Browser, the Chrome browser, free. Yep. Android, you can download for free. All this stuff, right?
That's true.
Amazon has this paywall, but at the same time, they have been adding stuff into their service to get more people to join and whatever else, right?
It's all about value. What are you getting for that $133 a year, which is what it is now, by the way?
Amazon also has game studios that have been working on stuff for probably 5 or 6 years now.
And movie studios. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And actually the Jeff Bezos, he stepped down. And the new guy said he's going to double down on gaming.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Step down. He kind of moved to the side.
Well, he's no longer the head guy. Now he's like just the head guy.
I told my wife he's just looking to enjoy his money.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, like he didn't do that before.
Well, yeah.
I think what he wants to do is, I think he wants to be more hands-on with the Blue Origin spaceship stuff. Is that what it's called? Blue Origin? The SpaceX rival.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard a lot about that. I couldn't tell you much about that.
You don't hear a lot about it, but from what I understand, they are not far behind SpaceX in terms of what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I know you wanted to talk about that before we moved on to Destiny stuff, but yeah, I heard it from, I'll just say, I was listening to Gamertag Radio today. They had an emergency episode, and Paris Lilly says it'll be gone in a year. We'll see.
Stadia?
Yeah, Stadia.
I can see Stadia getting moved into YouTube gaming.
Oh, man. That would
Even though they've said that they're going to shut down YouTube gaming, they said they were going to shut it down 2 years ago, and it's still around.
Is it still there?
It's still there.
Really?
I think what's going to happen is they're going to take that and just kind of blend it into YouTube, because Google's trying to make YouTube their everything platform.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have become accustomed to paying for like ad-free service on YouTube.
I've got
kind of like Prime.
Yeah, I've got I'm paying for What is it? YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads. And I also have YouTube TV, which I love. Unlimited DVR. He holds it for 9 months, any show. You can't beat that.
You actually don't need to pay for premium if you have YouTube TV. It's included in that service.
I gotta tie it in somehow. That's the reason I got the Stadia for free, the Stadia Pro upgrade.
Right, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, you got YouTube TV, you got YouTube Premium, you got YouTube Music,
right.
You got YouTube Gaming,
yeah.
You got regular YouTube. I mean,
it's pretty much a mirror image of Amazon, except they don't sell goods and services, goods.
Right, and it's not quite as expansive. It's more just all digital stuff, whereas Prime has both digital and physical stuff.
Well, I guarantee you, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going to Prime Video. I'm going to YouTube. Every morning, I check on YouTube, and
I mean that's probably just because you're old.
Probably, but that's a fair point. All the old people go to YouTube.
Yep.
I mean, it's just
Get off my lawn.
It's such a sound. It's such a sound, and I still think YouTube is killing it in streaming too. Twitch has a lot to learn from YouTube. I know Twitch is don't think their shit stinks, but when I can go to a stream and pause it, go get something to drink, come back and resume where I left off on the stream, on the live stream, you can't do that with Twitch. Or if you get it on all these ads they're posting, like right in the middle of a stream, and you miss a real important part of a game or something where someone finally busted through and killed a boss or something, then all of a sudden an ad pops up. You can't ever get that back. It's like all real time. So that's the only thing I hated about Twitch is I couldn't leave my chair. I had to, if I went to leave my chair, I'd miss on something, especially if it was like a crucial point in the game they were playing. But I don't know. I just, I think YouTube is the future, dude. I mean, they have the platform. It is all in place. And maybe you're right. Maybe they do the game streaming. Maybe they move it into YouTube. They've done a lot of other things that way.
One of the big promises for Stadia, whenever it was announced, was YouTubers could put a mark in a video for their followers to click on. It would jump them straight into the Stadia service at that point so they could join and play.
I remember hearing that, yeah.
That's never come to fruition.
Not that I know of, yeah.
I don't know if that's because it's harder than what they expected, or if they're saving it for whenever they do something with Stadia later on.
It just, their whole launch campaign just didn't make sense. They didn't have all the features they were selling, weren't even close to being done yet. It's like God, every video game today they push out and then they patch it on day one once you get the disc or once you download it. There's this huge, 20 gig patch you have to download where they're catching up and on a game that wasn't even completed yet, really. I don't know. It just seems like that's the way everything goes these days. Is just get it out get it out and then fix it later kind of attitude.
Yeah. It's just how society is now. They want it yesterday. They don't want to wait for it to be completely finished. They want it to be done yesterday so they can play it yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
And there you just and there you just described the Bungie community.
Oh God!
All right, that's a good segue. Let's. I think we got a little contest, Hazel. Got coming up.
I think so.
Moist contest?
No, it's much worse.
Okay. Moist is kind of nice.
Is it really?
I don't know. Depends.
I think that would be a great contest.
The moist shirt contest.
Let's not go there tonight. No, Chris has suffered enough. Let's don't put him through anymore. All right,
we're gonna Gatr that contest and then on down.
You guys. All right,
Gatr ain't gonna have no pants.
SpeedRun is next. Right after this.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Ginseng Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
Okay, listeners, this segment is called the SpeedRun. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and Burning Wing here is going to have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answered will win a prize and title of 2021 SpeedRun Champion. The questions are randomly asked, so no one can memorize the order, and, answer whatever quickly comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from our list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. Agent H is our current leader at 34. So BurningWing0, you ready to do this, man?
Yep.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Fuck.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Void, Solar, Arc, or Stasis?
Void.
Smooth or chunky peanut butter?
Either.
Baseball or football?
Football.
Toilet paper, over or under?
Doesn't matter.
Freelance solo Destiny, yes or no?
No.
Who is your favorite hunter in Destiny? Cisco or Janeway?
Cisco.
Are beers seasonal?
Yes.
Monster or Red Bull?
Monster.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Stegosaurus.
Jorts or Moist?
Both.
Who is right, Chris 3711 or Burning Wing?
Burning Wing.
Simpsons or South Park?
South Park.
What is your favorite Destiny planet?
Nessus.
Analog or digital?
Digital.
Which is the most interesting, Io, Titan, or Nessus?
Titan.
Who would win, Vex Hobgoblin or Fallen Vandal?
Hobgoblin.
Burning Wing or Ban Davis?
Burning Wing.
What one thing annoys you most?
Davis.
Humid or dry heat?
Dry.
Best Destiny super ability?
Voidwalker.
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
McDonald's.
Batman or Moon Knight?
Batman.
Hive, Taken, or Scorn?
Taken.
What was your first music album?
Shit. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Gatr or Hazel?
Hazel.
I know you were going to pick Hazel after that question. I knew you were like, damn you, Gatr. Hey, it is one of our questions, and I did find it, so... Oh, man. I wasn't easy on you, dude, but I gave a lot of questions that you asked, so...
That was awesome.
All right, Hazel, what do we got?
28.
28. Woo. Dude, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how H got through so quick.
Well, that music question tripped him up. I mean, he could have.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, just say something.
It went blank whenever he's like, "What's your name?" Oh, fuck.
Well, hey, you won't be the first. You won't be the last to get that question. So, damn. Well, hey, you know what? I actually had shit. I did put it in here. Down the road, I did have Vegeta or Goku. It was in the further questions that you would have gotten that if you. I'm just kidding you. Hey, everybody, I've got a question for you. Do you have a great question for our speedrun for next year? If that's a yes, join our Discord and enter them in our Speedrun Question Ideas channel. Yes, we're doing it again, and we'll add them for next year's speedrun. Just remember they have to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And at the end of the year, we're having a drawing for a $25 gift card of your choice for 2 lucky people, and you can enter up to 5 questions. So go hit that drawing, and good luck. All right, I believe it is time for This Week at Bungie. This week at Bungie, Hazel, what do we got for this last TWAB of Season of the Hunt?
This TWAB was like super like disappointing and it was just underwhelming to me.
What? What?
Yeah. Oh God, Gatr. So yeah, basically in here, big surprise to anybody who plays the game, unlike Gatr. They have something here called Spoils of War in the TWAB, where basically they're talking about basically new weapons that are being added in. So big surprise, they're adding guns to Destiny. Wow.
You mean old weapons that they're putting in?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. These are reprised.
Oh, you mean the weapons that I told you they were going to bring back from Destiny 1 long ago.
You'd think they'd actually pick at least good weapons to bring back.
I don't know. The Shadow Price is okay. Palindrome might be fun, but I don't know what's going on.
Shadow Price was never good.
I liked it.
Trash.
I liked it, man. The second
trash.
The last year.
The Swarm was just as trash.
The last year,
Swarm was as bad.
It must have been the last sandbox update they did before with Rise of Iron, where the actual auto rifles were back. They were good, man. Shadow Price just killed stuff.
Trash.
All right, I give up.
I've never been a fan of Palindrome either, but
yeah. Oh, well,
you know what? For it back in the day.
You know what though that I'm looking forward to is how the vendors are going to have random rolls, and then you can pick up the different palindromes because you can get those from. Oh,
wait,
my bad.
I was going to say, did I miss something?
Sorry, that's D1.
Never mind. Imagine that, Bungie.
So
Gator's pants are off again because of that. Thanks a lot, Hazel.
He's gonna faint due to like a lack of blood.
Oh shit.
So, okay. They're adding the palindrome, Shadow Price, and the Swarm. For anybody who didn't play D1, it was a lackluster LMG, a heavy machine gun, and an auto rifle. And the palindrome was kind of meta just because there were different roles, and it was some of the roles were pretty good.
The palindrome was actually a decent gun. The thing about it was it could get, was it Luck in the Chamber and something else, like a reload perk or something like that. Most guns couldn't.
All right, so since we don't have vendors to get this from, how do we get random rolls of this weapon?
Well, if you're lucky, you're going to get it from the Nightfall of the Ordeal.
Oh, great. Strikes that I don't want to play.
Yeah, well, how else would you get them?
Just give them to me. Just have them drop in the world.
Just have them give them to you. Just
no,
here, take
no,
it.
no.
Go and put them in the vault where I'm not going to use them.
No, just drop them in the world. I kill something and boom. There's a legendary Ingram. Go bring it to the legendary Ingram guy and let him turn it in.
Well,
yeah, because we still do that in Destiny 2.
Yeah, we do.
So yes. So, you will have a chance for one of these three lovely weapons that are whelming. Not underwhelming and not overwhelming either. Very whelmed. And these three weapons, so basically Gatr wants to get his nice, super ultra nice palindrome. But he's going to get probably a Shadow Price, and then he's going to get a Swarm, and then he's going to get another Swarm, then he's going to get a shitty palindrome, and then he's going to have to keep playing in order to get what he wants.
I'm not happy about that.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, you can get adept weapons from doing the Grandmaster.
Let me think how many
stuff I don't want to do.
How many Grandmasters have I done so far? Let me think. 0.
Why?
Hey, if they put a bounty in there, you'd be all about it. Don't even lie.
They are doing that.
Jesus Christ.
It is. It's going to be a bounty, and it's going to be one of those like painful ones that Gator's going to see, and it's going to be like, oh, I just have to do it.
One of those where he's like, I got to go into the lost sector and farm it for 12 hours in order to get my stuff done.
You don't know me, man.
No, not at all.
He just listened to a podcast or two.
Yeah. For 81.
Exactly. All right. So, okay. I know we're poo-pooing all over this, but this is, it's okay. I mean, I'm waiting to see what the adept, weapons will be, like what the perks will be and things like that. Hopefully they're better than the shitty ones that Trials got. So, here's hoping that that's going to happen there. All right. After that, Hot Pursuit. So this is the seasonal pursuit weapon, and this is going to be a breach loading grenade launcher, Salvager's Salvo. So here's hoping it's kinetic, like everybody and their mom is wishing. So that means it's probably going to be an energy weapon just because we need another one of those. And then I can't wait for them to nerf grenade launchers like they nerfed, sniper rifles.
If it's not a wave grenade launcher, I ain't using it.
Exactly, right?
Those are nice. I like those new ones.
Yep. Here's hoping it's a wave launcher, because those are actually fun. I remember the first time I got killed by one of those, I was just like, how the hell do I get that?
I mean, the good news with that grenade launcher is, though, you can get 3 different skins for it. So Gatr has something to do for about 3 days.
Yeah, you're about right. That's about right.
Hey, question, Gatr. Are you going to pick Gambit for this one first?
Probably. Hey, no, wait a minute now. Just for the record, Hazel got his 3 skins before me. Okay? But go back in the episodes, and he did it before
Crucible. Me. I did get all 3 before you.
I might do Crucible.
I didn't pick Crucible. I think I picked...
you picked Strikes.
I picked Strikes because I wanted to get this shit done quick.
Here comes Lost Sector.
Then, see. Make way.
Okay, it better be firewalled or he ain't going to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, after
somebody's... Damn it, Burning Wing, you do listen, man. I love it. Son of a bitch.
So, same thing applies. You can get your 3 different ornaments from Zavala, Shax, and Drifter after you obtain the weapon.
All right, I got a question before you move on. I thought they said they're going to have 3 separate weapons per vendor. Did you remember hearing that?
No.
They were going to, instead of 1 weapon, they were going to have 3 weapons. I could have sworn I heard that.
Why would they give you more weapons when they don't have time to make them?
I don't know. I could have sworn they said there was going to have 3, what do they call them, ritual weapons instead of just 1 this season. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they did 3 as, like 1 per season. Like,
Maybe. I could have sworn I read that wrong. I don't know.
I think maybe what you're thinking of is just the 3 different wraps. I think that's the...
Yeah, but that hasn't changed. The Adored was the same way.
I know, that's what I mean, though.
But it's just the way they said it. They said, instead of 1 aspirational ritual weapon, we're going to have 3 per vendor. I'm like, 3 per vendor? Damn, I like that. Then no.
I think you were inserting words into their TWABs.
We were just kidding, I guess, huh?
OH.
All right. Never mind.
So there is all of that. That's decent, sure, whatever. Give it to us. We'll use it and see how we do. Aside from that, next is Trials. So they're releasing 3 new weapons with Trials. It's going to be a pulse rifle, a hand cannon, and a sword. Some critiques that I found that I saw on Reddit, and that is apparently 3-peaking is everyone's favorite pastime in Trials. So them giving a sword is
kind of like salt
playing with fire.
Kind of like salt on the wound, huh?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I was listening to someone, and apparently they're working on a fix for that.
Yeah, they are. They are working on a fix. I don't know how the hell.
Just disable it in Crucible. I don't know how you're going to do that, though. Maybe you have to have ammo in it, maybe. How do you fix that?
If you have ammo in it, that's how you fix it.
Yeah, no.
But you can like emote though, and that's the same thing as.
Though there's always a way to 3-peak. I mean,
maybe you just can't rotate the camera while you're in a Crucible match or something.
I mean, you can do the sitting emoji behind a wall and rotate your camera to your heart's content, and the emoji never, the movement never goes away until you move. So what's the difference?
You know what though? I don't care.
I know you don't care. But
because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They put it in the game. It's not breaking the game because they give it to you. It's like stasis to me.
It's in the game, yeah. You're right.
If it's in the game, it's in the game.
EA Sports.
Exactly. So, yeah. And just a fun fact that Scout Rifle or the Pulse Rifle looks phenomenal. And the armor looks absolutely amazing.
I mean, all that stuff looks so good.
Yeah, exactly.
It does look good. Yeah.
I almost want to pay for a recov just so I can get the armor.
Oh God!
I am totally gonna hit up soccer to have him get my armor for me.
All right, RNG, whatever.
Are you even gonna attempt to go for it, Gatr?
I'm. You know what I'm gonna go for? You know I might play Trials this next season if I can find a team.
No, you won't. They ain't gonna have enough bounties for you to play Trials.
It's not that. It's that damn Warlock armor. That Warlock armor looks sweet. I don't know, man. It does
look pretty good. I mean, the Titan armor looks awesome too, but that Hunter armor,
my God.
Can I just buy the armor?
No, you got to play Trials.
I mean, yeah, that's what a recov is.
You got. Oh my god!
But that's expensive to do, though, to get the armor. You got to do that every week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to give you like a 2-for-1 deal. It'll be all right. They'll make coupons.
Just get the bounty and just sit there and die 10 times, and you'll get your whatever they're offering for the week.
Yeah, because they're not going to fix that.
If they, I mean, it's bad enough you can't keep your tokens week to week. So
Well, okay, so I think that was something I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
The reason they don't do that is because they don't want people just turning tokens and farming rolls.
They earn the tokens, let them do what they want with them.
But then all you do is just sit there and farm rolls.
Yeah, but if I suffered through 25, 35 matches in a weekend.
But that's you, though.
But you can go spend them that week.
Yeah, but what if it's not the weapon I want for the week? And I wanted to play this because I like the map. Because I like the map this week, but I don't like the weapon they're offering. So I want to save my tokens. I don't know. It's just a stupid thing. It's already bad enough that the population's so low because of all the cheating. And I mean, I was before we got on tonight, I was watching Wishy Luck. I was watching him play, and he was doing on PC. He was doing carries. And I know the guy's he's controversial. I get that. But you got to like the guy. He plays well. He gets
No, you don't.
You don't have to like anybody.
No, you don't have to like him, but I just can't help but like the guy a little bit. I know he's hardcore. I know he's very competitive, but he had a guy with a 0.8 KD that was ruling the game, and he says, "Yeah, this isn't a recov." I mean, come on, man. This is my problem with recovs. Is if you're going to have...
that's not a Destiny 2 problem. They had the same thing in Destiny 1.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I have no problem with someone paying someone to say, hey, let me tag along. I'll pull my weight, and I'll get in there, and we'll go flawless together. Not this, I'll see you on Monday morning with my new shiny weapon. Come on.
Does it matter to you?
It does matter, because if I'm playing some... all it does is raise a skill level in trials for every... I mean, only people that are showing up to trials are the people who make a living playing trials, and that's the recov people. It's the recov companies.
Okay.
Well, you just totally ruined that game mode. You've ruined it. No one wants to play trials because, 1, cheaters, and 2, recovs. It's the reason people don't want to play trials.
That's a problem with the game mode, not the fact that there's people doing recovs.
If people did recovs, and I'm sure they do anyway, but if they did recovs and master nightfalls and stuff, that doesn't affect anybody. But you know why? Because they're by themselves. They're not affecting how
but they the can person still use the weapons that they get, though. Like, so, okay, they can do the Adept now. They can do the Grandmaster, get the Adept weapons, and put that in PvP.
But the difference is I'm on the other end of that game, and it affects me getting it. And if I'm playing trials and I'm going up against, a 10 KD player who that's all he does every weekend is log in and play people's accounts for them. That's why you see. I'll give you a perfect example. You see flawless emblems today, or you see unbroken emblems. They don't mean anything to me anymore because you don't know if that person bought it or not. If they actually earned it, sweated, and killed themselves to get that title, or they just bought it. It just cheapens the whole game, man. It really does.
So that sounds like you have more of an issue with Bungie than you do with recovs or anything else, because, if
you're serious
have that in the system, then
you're seriously going to defend the recovs.
No, what he's defending is the fact that it doesn't actually affect you.
It does affect me.
It doesn't. You don't go into the game mode.
Then I can't get the armor.
That's because you don't go in there in the first place. If you don't play the game mode, you can't earn the armor.
This feels like an intervention.
I will play if armor is up for grabs on those 10 game bounties every week, I will jump in there. I will do it because I love that armor. They're giving me a reason
to jump in there, and you're just going to jump off the map.
Well,
how's that any different than having someone do a recov?
No, I'll play the game. I'll try to earn it honestly. But if I lose the game, it won't be such a big deal because that's another notch toward my 10 games, right? Bungie did that. You know why Bungie did that? It's because there's nobody wanting to play the game. There's no reason to play it. If let all the serious scrubs, let all the serious people play Trials against each other. Because none of the casual audience, I hate to tell you, but the casual players or the people who don't play Trials all the time are the people who carry this game. But now they're non-existent. Now what happens? You have all the
Trials hasn't been relevant since they brought it back in D2.
I agree that.
Period. Whether it's Trials of the Nine or Trials of Osiris, it's not the same game mode as it was in D1.
I had a lot of fun playing Trials of the Nine. I went flawless, I think 3 or 4 times, and I had a lot of fun doing it. But
Trials of the Nine was a shit show of all shit shows because you had to play survival or was it Countdown?
God, Countdown! I hated that game mode.
Like Trials of the Nine was an abomination.
Yeah, but
and it was 4s too.
At least it was better than what we got
primaries.
Now. Yeah, I remember the double primary meta. I remember all the Mida multi-tools shooting at you around corners. I remember those days, but you know what? I wanted the armor. I wanted the guns. The guns were badass. That pulse rifle, that fast-firing pulse rifle was badass, and that's the reason I played, because I wanted it.
You could get those from your clanning rooms.
Well, you used to. Play. You used to.
Yeah, exactly. I loved that mechanic.
Yeah,
it was great. I loved it.
They put a stop to that, but like I said, try doing that today. Try to get all these beautiful weapons they're showing you here for Trials. You're going to have to.
You just jump off the map 10 times.
Exactly.
No, it's not going to be me. I mean, I'll play the games out because I want to play because I like playing the game, but just come on, man.
But you know what though? You said something, and I just want to clarify something here, because I really want to make this clear, because okay, I view myself as a casual. Maybe a little bit more, just because of the amount that I play. But I do want to play Trials. I do. Every week I want to play Trials. But you know what stops me from doing it, though?
What?
Getting my ass handed to me.
Well,
it's not that I want to walk through and I want to like beat everybody. No. I want it to be a back and forth struggle and things like that, but I want it to be against people with my own skill. I know you're going to mention recovs and that, but I don't want to, because I played one game, I'm trying to think when it was, and it was against True fucking Vanguard. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why the f am I playing this game against him?
Because you're in a fairly close proximity with Ohio and Michigan.
Plus, he probably had lesser players he was carrying.
But I'm like, but still, it's like if I'm playing,
I would love to play against True Vanguard. I'd take that game and I'd watch it back.
So, what you're wanting is skill-based matchmaking to a point.
The problem
at the same time, the thing with Trials was it was never based on that. Like when everyone loved Trials the most was the very first season of it. And you could jump into a card and you could either be going against someone else on a 1 card or someone against a 9 card.
Yeah, it was card based.
Yeah.
No, it was just completely random then. It was not card based.
It wasn't?
No. At the very first season of Trials,
okay,
there was no matchmaking like that. It was you queued in and you just got a match.
You either got lucky or didn't.
Right. That was fun because 9 times out of 10 you'd have someone within your area of card, basically. Right. You're playing 1 in a 5, 1 in a 4, whatever. But I think the biggest problem is everyone's so focused on going flawless in this game now. You know what I mean?
Well, that's all or nothing. That's the way the game is set up.
How you get cool stuff.
Yeah. Can't get that.
There should also be a way. There should also be a way to get good stuff without going flawless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bounties. No, I'm serious.
That's the loot that you get from 3 wins, 5 wins, and 7 wins. And, the tokens that you can turn them in.
Dude, I tell you, I played on PC with Chris 3711. I think it was Grugrux was with me. We won 2 games out of 10. It was brutal, man. He was I don't know.
There was nights I would play Trials in D1. I wouldn't win one single round.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean,
it was more fun than
fun, though. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
there is something missing from the D2 version of Trials.
Mm-hmm.
What it is, I don't know, but there's just something missing.
I don't know. I'm more than just a casual when it comes to Crucible. I'm a student of the game. I like learning and improving how to play. And yeah, I know that may be it's just my hobby. It's just like what I'd like to do. I always want to improve how I play. I'm always practicing and stuff. But there's that reason I don't go to Trials. It's just such a crush to your ego because you're going up against the best of the best. And I don't know. They say it's in-game content. And I wanted to mention this. Since we're on the topic of Trials. Do you think that the in-game Crucible event should be free to play?
No.
Absolutely not. Can you go play the raid? Free to play?
No.
That's the PvE end event, right? And there's been people talking about this. I think Astacross mentioned it. He says get rid of free to play. Get rid of free to play for in-game content.
You can't play Trials in free to play.
Yeah, you can.
I was going to say I don't think you can anymore.
Yeah.
I think
they changed that.
I think you can.
It hasn't been like that for, I think, since Shadowkeep.
No. Astacross had a video.
You had to reach a certain power level, and you have to have the expansion.
Yeah, they made you step through a few more hoops free to play, but then as soon as you reach those hoops, then you can play. It was a power level.
No, free to play. Literally, all you can do is patrols and strikes.
I don't think so, man. I think you can play Trials
and Crucible. Yeah,
you can play any part of Crucible. All right, listeners, that's your assignment this week. Go to our Discord. Right. Go to our Discord and in our show feedback channel and let us know. Can you free to play Trials of Osiris in Destiny 2?
I'm telling you right now. I don't have to go to the feedback channel. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. Then Astacross is wrong. He should have never made a video about getting rid of free to play players out of the Crucible and Trials.
Yeah, you can't play Trials on free to play. I already know. Now, the Crucible, the free to play players are going to be at a disadvantage because they can't get, certain weapons on free to play.
Well, the reason they said that Astacross's reason why he wanted free to play players to be out of the in-game content of Crucible is because the cheaters just make new accounts. It's just that easy because it's not costing them any money to buy the game. And if they get IP banned, they can't buy. Yeah. They're done. They can't. If they can't buy the game again and be able to hop on without resetting their IP address. Believe me, I found that out the hard way. I got IP banned when Destiny first came out on PC, and because I used overlays the wrong way on my capture software, I got IP banned for a week, and I couldn't do anything with Destiny. I was crushed. Nothing, as long as it plugged into my main internet service, I could not play Destiny. Now, why aren't they doing that now? This was back when...
Problem is, all you have to do is download a program and you can change your IP address.
Just using
the
proxy
people
servers?
That are going to cheat.
Using proxies?
You don't even have to use a proxy. There's literally an app you can go download and just be like, I need a new IP address.
So
here it is.
So see, I think that's the reason why.
You got VPNs that can do the same thing.
And in Destiny, sues these cheating companies, and all they do is just sell their technology to another company, and there's another new company that pops up. So you're chasing just an ant mound of companies that are coming out with these stupid cheats.
It's the human nature. I mean,
of course, it's least resistance.
We're gonna take the path of least resistance.
But all I can say is, with crossplay coming up soon, where everyone's going to be playing each other, no matter what platform you're on, I hope they have an opt-out for PC, because there's going to be major issues if Bungie doesn't. I'm just wondering, did you guys notice? I know, I'm sorry, it's early in the TWAB, but did you guys notice on the reveal event, other than the Trials gear, not one mention of anything new in the Crucible? What is up with that? No new map, no new Crucible base gun, nothing. What is going on?
Skin for the ritual weapon?
That doesn't count. I mean, they had that this year.
But I mean, that's what they're doing, though.
He's trying. That's there. He's answering your question.
The thing is, I believe they said they weren't going to do anything with Crucible until season 14.
Yeah, I think that's
kind of was it, or was it Witch Queen?
The Witch Queen?
I think it's season 14. I think is
the 14.
Yeah, I think 14 is what everybody is like.
Well, that'll be over the summer.
That's what everybody's saying, is that it's going to be like, that's when they're going to have like a rumor has it, it's like a season of the Crucible kind of thing.
Really? I never heard that, so I guess we'll find out.
So here's the thing. Other than bringing new maps, what are they going to do for Crucible?
Well, they used to, every season, they would change the sandbox up, which their general sandbox, yes, they've made changes to camera angles and stuff.
Make changes each season to the sandbox. Like, I mean, it may not be exactly what people want. I mean, like, you know, in this TWAB, obviously they're doing a whole bunch for the next season in preparation for crossplay.
I don't know. I'm just representing our brothers and sisters out there that play Crucible that I love to play too. And it just doesn't seem like they're giving Crucible any attention.
It sounds, I'm going to be blunt with you here. It sounds more like you're being an echo chamber for the YouTubers that you watch than an actual
I
advocate for the Crucible players.
I watch a lot of YouTube, and it's not just on Crucible. Believe me. I mean,
I know you watch all aspects of the game.
I also listen to a lot of podcasts on Destiny, and I take all the information in all week, and then I make my own decision at the end. But and if I think it's worth talking about,
if you hear the same thing 5 times from the 5 different podcasts, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's
it's a valid point, because they're just pointing out the fact that no new maps. I mean, this is a second season in now. There's no new maps. They took 11 away, and they haven't added anything.
You also had that's not an echo chamber, unlike any other last year. I mean, I don't know how much maps you want them to design in a year where they literally don't have the resources like they have in every other year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, you yourself, Gatr, like, gave Bungie a pass last year, and
I did.
You did, and I mean, and you're saying that, oh well, you know, they had to extend out the season, and you gave them another pass then. And
I gave him a pass for this season of the Hunt for Crucible, because I figured, well, you know, the new programming system. I'm not going to say the E word. However way
it doesn't exist.
However way they well, the fact that the programming is based on the physics engine now, or whatever. I don't know. They've changed the way that the game processes stuff. Believe me, it's definitely been changed, because PC doesn't play
the way PvE works. PvP still works the same.
PC is something is messed up with PC, because my PC does not run as well as it did before Beyond Light. Something is jacked up on PC now. It's messing up. It's messing with me too. And
Mine's fine. I'm loving it.
I just been playing on PS5 because it is smooth as silk on PS5. And
probably what you need to do is you probably just need to do a reinstall of the game on PC. Like, I mean, every once in a while, like, a download will corrupt a file. It may not keep you from launching the game and using it, but it'll fuck shit up.
That's, you know, and I've downloaded all the latest drivers for my GeForce video card. I don't know. That might be a good point. I might need to just go to Steam and just re-download it.
Yeah. One thing though I do want to throw out there though is that, I mean, I really am kind of staying away from YouTube and Reddit and stuff like that. I mean, just because, well, one, it's fucking Reddit, but two, I mean, YouTube has been just this like negative bitch.
Oh, it has been.
Like, and it's like, you know, and I mean,
that's their search engine though. I mean, like, what they're going to do, they're going to be like, oh, you like this? All right, then you'll like this other stuff that is the same exact stuff, just a little different.
Yeah. Exactly. But that's the thing though, is that like right now, like a lot of people are like down on Destiny and everything.
Yeah, but it gets clicks too. It gets a lot of clicks.
Just because it gets clicks doesn't mean it's good.
No,
exactly.
I didn't say it was. Now, I disagree, BurningWing. I'm not an echo chamber. I play the game. I play all aspects of the game. And what I do is I take in all the information every week that I hear, and I process it, and I make my own decision on what I think is right, and that's why I bring it up in the show.
But if all the information you're hearing is the same information, just slightly different, it's still the same information.
It's because it's true. Nothing has been done to the Crucible.
It's because that's what they see. It's because that's what these streamers see. If they are mostly PvP streamers, this is what they see. because that's all they do. I used to love to watch Shake, DFP, Destiny Fun Police. Used to love watching him do stuff. And then his attitude towards the Crucible, he doesn't have the best attitude, 90% of the time. But his attitude is, Crucible's fucked. They need, this is broke, that is broke, whatever.
Yeah. That
cycle, I could see it coming in my Twitter. I could see it coming in YouTube. I heard it in podcast. These guys all watch each other's videos and they see this stuff and they're like, yes, we're seeing this too. The more it's said, the more people are going to be like, oh yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, but you got it wrong though, man. I'm telling you, I'm outside looking in on this. I'm not a streamer. I'm not a YouTuber. But I'm telling you, I see the state of the game. I look at the overall way that Destiny's coming across. And believe me, I've been a major fan since the beta. And I see how Destiny has changed over the years. And believe me, the videos get to you after a while. And there's some
well, they do. And that's the reason why I'm saying that I distance myself from that shit. Because, it's like I said like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that who knew that I wasn't supposed to be enjoying Destiny? Who knew?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's like I feel like an asshole because I'm like, hey, I'm fucking loving this shit. I'm loving Stasis. I love going into Crucible with Stasis. I can actually do shit. Yeah. And then I'm hearing people like, well, I fucking die. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up and just play the game. It's a video game. If you're using this to make money, then congratulations. But this is still, you're playing somebody else's game. They tell you basically, what you're going to do. If you don't like it, then don't play it.
The
game will go on.
Everything I've said about nothing's been done in the Crucible, I've been having a lot of fun playing this week. Just playing Iron Banner because it's the last Iron Banner before the last season, but the end of the season. And I've been really, really getting my snipes down. I've been really practicing my sniping and stuff, and I enjoy myself. And the way I play, I'm more of a distance player. Stasis honestly doesn't have a big effect on me unless I'm pushing with other players, and that's when I usually encounter it. But it is a close range. It's a close range grenade or shatter dive or whatever you want to call it. You have to be really close to people to do it. The problem is you get on Exodus Blue, and you have no choice but to keep running from it. But I always bitch about the stasis because I know it riles you up. I'll say, oh, it's the ice show. And I know Hazel's in the game and he'll go, God damn it, Gatr.
Yeah, because I'm using stasis. I'm like, this is a blast.
You know
this
what?
Is actually fun to do.
I still, to this day, I run my Warlock Voidwalker because that's what I love to play. Stasis, so, I'm not impressed with stasis. I'm not.
To kind of put a pin in this, I'll see if I can remember the quote from that guy named Des Raven. It has something to do with when you don't use what's best, what the best meta is, all you're doing is handicapping yourself.
But sometimes I like handicapping myself.
Right. But if you're doing that, you're just like, if you're not using this because you think you're better than someone else, you're a scrub.
Say that again?
And I'm sure he'll correct me on whatever I just fucking said.
AKA, don't bitch about it if you're not going to use what's
right. If you're not going to use this because you think it's cheating and you're going to complain about it,
I don't use cheating.
You have no place to complain about it because you have every opportunity to use it as well.
I just told you I'm not impressed with stasis. I don't use it. I use Voidwalker. I don't like using it. No. I can do a lot more damage with a Nova Bomb than I can flying around with my rod.
With your pants off.
There's a soundbite. All right, Hazel, take us, please. Keep us moving here.
Yeah. So I think we hit our main topic there, but all right.
I thought Stadia was the main topic.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, derailed us. Before I go on here, Trials is going to have a ghost out there that looks kind of funky.
Pretty cool.
The Sparrow looks meh, and that ship looks absolutely amazing.
That Sparrow looks absolutely amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. That looks like a Camaro RS, just in a Sparrow form. That thing, look at the spoiler on the bottom of that thing. Holy crap. That's a beautiful Sparrow.
Yeah, looks like a snowplow waiting to happen on Europa.
Exactly. Looks like a
dude, that looks like a NASCAR
pile of snow in front of that thing while you're riding it around Europa. They failed.
That looks like amazing. That looks like the big spoiler they put on the bottom of NASCAR racing, man. That thing's badass. I like it.
Okay, anyway. But the ship is absolutely amazing.
It does look good.
Can we all agree to that, though?
Yeah, I like
the ship. Ship reminds me of something. I don't remember what, though.
I've got a ship very similar to it, just not gold and striped like that.
Really?
Yeah. I'll look it up. Keep going. I'll find it.
Okay. And then
the ship looks like the Andromeda from the TV show with Kevin Sorbo. I don't know.
That's a throwback. That was the one with all the sex and stuff, wasn't it?
No. You're thinking of Lex.
Oh yeah,
and that was a good show.
Yeah, I just remember my dad was like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's sci-fi."
I think Morena Baccarin was in the Andromeda one. She was the AI intelligence for the ship or something like that.
Nice.
Well, I dismantled it, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in Discord.
Oh yeah, I do see that here. I'm looking at Andromeda. That looks like a funky looking ship. Okay. So, and then, but wait, there's more. What's her name? Who basically the Keitel. Yeah, Keitel.
Just call her Lady Katie.
Keitel. Callus's daughter. Callus's daughter is bringing with her a load of weapons, and they all look nice and sort of. They look kind of like the Callus weapons, only a little bit touched up here and there. Looks like they removed some stuff and added some little like ripples and things like that. So.
See, but here's the thing. I don't mind these weapons looking similar as long as they sound different and feel different. Because that's where new weapons come in.
You might be disappointed.
I might be. Might be.
No, it's kind of funny you say that. Like, I was looking at that sniper. I was like, man, that looks like the Alone as a God.
Yep. That's what I thought too.
Yep.
And I could kind of see the pulse rifle there. But the rocket launcher, isn't that the Dreaming City? The rocket
Sins
launcher?
of the Past. Looks like Sins of the Past.
Oh, that's not Sins of the Past.
It looks kind of like Sins of the Past, but what was the Dreaming City rocket launcher?
No, it's not that
Reckless?
one. It's
no. It's not that one. No. Well, it looks like maybe like the. I think I got rid of it. Maybe the end of it, but the other part was like big.
Was it?
I don't know.
And the submachine kind of reminds me of Turbo.
Yeah, it does. That's what I thought of too. What is to the bottom? I see the sword with the hook. I see that. Is that a bow on the left bottom?
There's no sword in that picture.
There's a sword with a handle, sword with a hook on the end.
That's a bow.
Trials.
Oh, okay. I see the whole picture now. Okay, it looked like it was two separate weapons.
I guess it kind of does look like Sins of the Past.
Yeah. Oh well, it doesn't matter. If Bungie changed the feel and sound of it, then I'm good with it. It's a different weapon. God, you guys, man, you guys are driving me nuts tonight. Hey gang, just a quick reminder, we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these people that you've heard on the show. And we're not hardcore, so you don't have to worry about, us slave driving you to do raids and shit like that. Enjoying your time is basically all that we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under our channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast or DOWN is our call sign.
We do ask that you join our Discord first, so that way we can communicate clan nights and things along those lines. And aside from that, you can lurk all you like.
Thanks very much, gang.
So I threw in our chat there. There's the grenade or the rocket launcher. It looks kind of like the back end of it, I guess.
Sleepless.
Oh, okay, yeah, Sleepless, yeah.
Yeah. So, moving on there.
Well, I guess so.
The Cult of Eon. So, for anyone who didn't know, there were these 3 shitty exotics. They were arms, and they basically, if they buffed like every other person. So, like, if you were the Titan, what you did, it buffed the Hunter and Warlock, and vice versa. So it gave like different buffs, and basically they were just generally just kind of shitty. So, they've redone them, and
they're still shitty.
They're still shitty. Not really. I mean, the thing is I'm never going to use these because, one, there's better exotics out there. So this to me is going to be something that's like, I'm predicting. I've got my magic 8-ball right here, and it said, they're going to have a Bungie bounty or whatever the hell it is in the quest log, and it's going to say use Cult of Eon with all 3 members of your fire team and do a Grandmaster Nightfall. And it's like, wow, who saw that coming? So, but that's the only time that you would use this.
The only problem I have with this armor is getting other people in your party to wear it.
But that's the thing, though.
So,
is that if you're doing
like, if you actually read the perk, it's better if the other members don't have it.
No, it's not if they don't have it. It's if they don't have that same sect picked out.
That same sect, yeah.
Yeah.
That same mod. And that is one cool thing I do like about what they've done with it is that they said that that once you get this, like, whatever arm it is, then you can get all 3 mods right away.
Yeah, I already got them.
So, wait a minute. So, I just realized these were mods and not the actual.
Yeah, it's an extra mod slot.
Exotic perk.
It's like an adept mod.
What's the exotic perk going to be? Because the exotic perk that's on them now is useless.
It gives extra all abilities and super to everybody in your party at the Forum.
No, that's a mod.
No, that's the mod.
The Aeon stuff is like the Hunter one gives them dodge, the Titan one gives them the barricade. I think it's class ability stuff.
I've got a set of them here. Let me look.
Well, but no, that's the thing though, Gatr. That's what he's asking is what's going to be the exotic perk for these. Now,
why would I use the exotic perk on those? Like, because if all it's doing is just giving me more energy, grenade energy,
yeah,
I'm going to use Nezarec Sin or Verdi's Brow and get this stuff back quicker.
Here's the inert perk on it. It's melee grants the following to nearby Aeon Cult allies: grenade energy to warlocks, melee energy to titans, and dodge energy to hunters. Other allies receive a fraction of the shared energy. That's the current setup.
Right. Yeah. But what he's asking is, he wants to see what the exotic perk is. So, I mean,
right. According to that, you have to have the exotics on in order to gain the benefit from them.
I think so.
Yeah.
They have to be allies.
So who's going to actually do that? Like,
that's what I said.
Because those perks, that perk is not. It's not like it's like an instant refill. You know what I mean?
No, it's not going to be that crazy, but hopefully they give you at least like a third or 25% more per stunning captains or whatever, because that happens quite often in a game.
Well, again, that's on a mod. I'm just talking about the exotic perk on the gloves.
Yeah, I just read it out.
Right, but you keep saying you keep talking about the mod like it's the perk.
No, yeah, what you're reading there, Gatr, is what they put into the mods.
No, I'm reading. I got Aeon Safe Titan gauntlets right here in my inventory.
Gatr.
What?
Gatr, listen. What you're reading there is the mod. That's what they took that same prospect that you're looking at there, that same spec, and then they moved that into a mod, and they put so you can slot the Sect of Force, which is basically the arms for the Warlock or Titan or Hunter currently, and they made each one of those perks a mod or those
no, I get that. I get that. So you don't think they're going to change that? What's all right? Well, we'll set this.
They're I think they're going to scrap that. Like, so
what?
They're not going to give you both. They're not going to give you that exotic perk that's on there right now plus the mod.
I think they will.
That would be fucking bonkers.
Because think about it.
No, it's not, because the exotic perk as it is right now does jack shit when you're actually using it.
I don't know how much.
There's no one else around that uses them.
Well, like I said, that's the problem, is getting your fire team to agree to all wear them, because there's so many other good exotics.
But the thing is, though, is that, I mean, you know damn good and well, they're going to put some bounty out there that's going to say, hey, have all 3 members doing this? And then all 3 people will put it on. You guys will talk about it, and you'll say, hey, I'm Force, I'm Insight, and you can be Vigor. And congratulations, you did it, and you get to move on with your life.
And then you put them back in your vault.
Exactly, right. I mean, but that's the thing, though, is that it has to be this has to be something like upper tier, where you can't just, you're not going to run this shit on strikes.
All right. No. I'm gonna just be the dissenter here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna have the same perk that it has now, plus the mods. I think they're gonna have both. I think it's gonna be a killer setup.
That's gonna be fucking bonkers.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that.
That's gonna break PvP completely.
Oh, it won't work.
That's not, to me, that's still not a good reason to run those, because at least for a warlock, I can run Nezarec Sin and have all this stuff back on everything I do.
Yeah, if you're by yourself, you have no option then. Yeah.
Well, no, even if I'm in a fire team, if I'm doing strikes or if I'm doing a raid, whatever.
I understand the build you're talking about. Yeah.
Nezarec Sin is better, is what I'm trying to say. Like, its perk is better because it's something that you can do consistently. You don't have to have a shitty gauntlet that will give you back a melee grenade, 1 of 3. Nezarec gives you everything.
All of it. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So, I
mean, great. Burning Wing just sunk Bungie's plans.
No, I think Bungie sunk their own plan.
I don't know.
I'm hoping they change the exotic perk on the Aeon gauntlets.
Right.
Yeah.
If they do that, then they might actually be worth a shit.
Well, we'll see.
Keep them as they are now.
Yeah.
They ain't going to do shit.
If they have both, I still think it'll be good, but I think this is going to be used for your Master Nightfalls and stuff. I think that's the only place you're going to use that, because it's not going to work in Crucible. It says combatants. It doesn't say guardians.
Although I've heard Vigor is going to be a decent one in Crucible, though.
See, that
one gives you class ability as your allies die,
right?
And then full class ability when you resurrect.
Oh, Dado and his team are going to min-max all this to the T. You'll get a
I bet you. These things aren't even going to work in Crucible.
You think they'll be bugged off the bat? I
think Bungie is just not going to let them work in Crucible.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think they will either. Nope.
But that's the thing, though, man. Isn't that your whole thing, that you get something somewhere and you can use it in Crucible because you want to try it out?
Not in this case.
So, I mean, like on the Sect of Insight, it says when you use a finisher on an elite.
No,
a guardian be considered an elite.
These are PvE. All these,
but you can't do finishers in PvP anyway.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
I've fucking tried. That would be. I don't know why you can't.
Well, you get finishers in Call of Duty now.
it's a disrespect thing, and they don't want people doing it. And disrespecting.
Teabagging is not disrespectful, right?
Teabagging is just stupid too.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So we'll have to. So the jury is kind of out on Aeon Cult until we see what's going on. Yep. Catalysts. So some of the catalysts were hidden behind vaulted content, i.e. Bad Juju, Izanagi's Burden, Sleeper Simulant, Huckleberry, Worldline Zero, Polaris Lance, Telesto.
I'll be a Huckleberry.
I love that movie. Legend of Acreus and Skyburner's Oath. The game-breaking Skyburner's Oath.
You know how I feel bad about these before?
People that use Skyburner's Oath?
No, I feel bad for I think it was Sin with the Guardian Hub. He was killing himself to get that. It was Izanagi's Burden catalyst before the seasons flipped over. He killed himself to get that thing, and now they're just going to give it to you at the kiosk.
No, I think he was doing Sleeper.
No, it was Outbreak Perfected, I think is what he was trying.
No, they said that's not available yet, but I already thank God.
I'm just saying. I think that's what Sin was working for.
No, I'm telling you, he was working on the Burden too. It might have been Sleeper too. It might have been Sleeper. He was waiting for I think he had to do the that really hard lair in the Leviathan for it to drop. You had a chance of it dropping, and that's the only place you could get it. And I think he did get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he does have it. I think because I remember him talking about like, shooting it off of the ground, trying to get multiple kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
exactly.
Yeah, you had to do the third layer or the second layer.
But it doesn't say how you're going to get these catalysts, so it just says they're going to be available.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, they're going to be available. I don't know if that's code that Bungie doesn't even know yet, but
I would assume if they're putting it in the game, they know where it's going now. They probably just didn't want to tell you.
I don't know why not, but whatever.
I thought the Huckleberries was just a strike specific one, wasn't it?
Huckleberry's badass, man. You never run out of ammo. You just literally just mow stuff. As long as you have a lot of ads in front of you.
To earn it.
No, he's talking to earn it.
You just
to earn the catalyst. I thought it was just a strike. Like you just had to run strikes in order to get it.
No, it was not even that. I think it just dropped on Mars. I think I got mine on Mars just one day. It just dropped, and then it said just go kill stuff. You get kills with it, and boom, it's yours. If submachine guns weren't such crap right now because auto rifles are so much better, I'd be using the Huckleberry because that's a great SMG.
I mean, you can still use the Huckleberry.
Well, yeah, I can use it, but I'll die to 2 shots of a 120 hand cannon before I even get half.
I was talking about PvE, not PvP.
Yeah, but gnawing hunger does much better damage right now.
But you get out of your comfort zone and try something different.
Oh, I've tried different.
Anyway, we know that's not going to happen. So, Prime Gaming. So the Graviton Lance is out there. So with its ornament, a ghost shell, and a sparrow. So go out there and snag it for some sweet, sweet free loot or free-ish loot.
That's one of my favorite ornaments too. It's got the lights going back and forth on it. It's pretty nice.
Meh, it's an ornament. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I wonder how that weapon's working right now in Crucible. I got to try that out.
I mean, it shoots people.
No, but it explodes people too if you get headshots with it.
Oh, I know.
I'll have to try it out.
Yeah.
It was my go-to for a long time.
Because the slower firing pulse rifles right now do really good damage in the current sandbox. I'm just curious. It'd be what considered like a medium, like an adaptive firing rate. I can't remember.
No, it's slow because it does just the 2 bullets.
Oh, it's all by itself.
It's one low damage bullet and then the higher damage bullet.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
God, I hated that.
That's it.
So it's time to kill. Is that, if I remember right, is actually way worse than what the archetype is.
Really?
Just
because of the way it fires.
Yeah, the bullets ramp up. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said
they don't ramp up. But what it does is it shoots per its story in the Destiny lore or whatever. It shoots a bullet that makes a vacuum.
Yeah.
In space for the black hole bullet to follow. Well, that first bullet only does like 8 damage.
I see.
Your second bullet is the one that does the majority of the damage whenever you shoot the burst.
An explosive, right?
Right. And so if you miss the second bullet, which is possible because flinch, you're only doing 8 damage compared to, 12 per bullet or something like that on a pulse now.
You know what that rifle reminds me of? It reminds me of the AN-92 in Battlefield, because the AN-92 shot 2 bullets at once. It like parallel, and one would arrive a little bit. That would mow people down. My voice. Need water. Yeah, in Battlefield that was a great weapon. The AN-92.
Riveting podcasting right there.
Yep. Damn.
But anyway, while Gatr is choking over there, the key part to the whole TWAB was that earlier this week they released a season of the Redacted.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they named it, and it's Season of the Chosen. And we got to meet Empress Keitel, who is Callus's daughter, and she has tusks. That's the cool thing about her. I'm sure Raven will go ahead and tell me there's other cool things about her, but the main highlight here to this whole thing was very, very, very confusing to me, and I think this is kind of the thing that kind of made me very whelmed about this whole DLC, is that basically she and Zavala are talking. And she's like, She's like, we need to team up and do this. And then she goes, bow. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who wrote that bullshit?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, what?
The Game of Thrones season 8 writers, obviously.
Dude, we kill gods. Who the hell are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, for real? Like, do you know who we are? Like, you know, like we probably don't need you. But I mean, and then Zavala in all of his infinite wisdom, instead of going, yeah, sure, I'll bow to you right now, and then, you know, we'll just slaughter you all, you know, a little bit later. He goes, no. And it's like, oh, fuck, who wrote this? So, I mean, I get it. It just kind of feels like a stopgap that, and then basically, so in the course of this, they talk about some other things that they're going to be doing in the season, i.e., they're going to do something called Battlegrounds, where you're fighting Empress Keidel's Chosen. And I have a weird sinking suspicion that we're going to kick the shit out of them. Big surprise.
And it's a Nightmare Hunt version 2.
I was thinking of the thing that's on Mars, the public events that were there, except this will be match made. Where you go through the levels and there's a boss at the final end. What was that?
Oh, the
Escalation Protocol.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be more like
that. Not in a. I mean, this is a 3-man match made activity, right?
Oh, there. And it's go ahead. You're talking more about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is a 3-man, you know, or a 3-person match made activity. So that's all it is. But I'm thinking that what they're gonna do is, I'm watching the trailer right here too. And by the way, that fucking strike looks amazing. But with the Battlegrounds, I have a feeling that what we're going to do is we're going to kick this shit out of her Chosen, and then she's going to go like, all right, fine, you know, we'll partner up instead of you bowing to me.
You know, what was that on the Rise of Iron? There was the grounds out there on Cosmodrome. It wasn't the newer area, but it was more of a hunt. There was a thing we had to put. There was a thing we had to put a token in and then go face that champion. Remember what it was called?
Oh, that was just like
that was just Court of Oryx 2.0.
Yeah, that was just Court of Oryx.
I think maybe that's what it's going to be like, because they talk about you have to have these boons or something, right?
I don't really think they didn't really give too much detail about it, but I don't really think that they're going to do that either. I think this is going to be basically just, you know, get together with 2 random people and jump in, kill a bunch of shit in a little bit of area, and it's going to be something quick and easy.
Quick, one and done.
Said it's 3-player though.
Yeah, 3-player.
Yep.
But I was thinking, so it's more like Menagerie probably than.
I mean, Menagerie was 6 though.
Right, but 3-player version of Menagerie.
That would make sense too. Yeah. But you had to put it.
We're that lucky.
You had to put in like a, you know, excuse me, you know, you basically set up your rolls and stuff ahead of time to get from the chest. Maybe it is a remake of that. I'm trying to find where these boons were. It's killing me.
But so anyway, so that's the Battlegrounds piece. Is basically you're going to fight Keidel's Chosen, and then after that, in the trailer they talk about a new strike that's coming. Fun fact, as well, they released a Season of the Chosen calendar here, and the strike doesn't come out same day. So the strike doesn't come out until, when is it?
Well, they're giving it to the season
March
pass owners
23rd.
first. Yeah, I think it's available for season pass owners and then the free to play later.
But I mean, it's coming out like a week later for the free to play players. But
right.
Why isn't it with the other stuff?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. I think you guys need to reread that.
Proving Ground Strike opens for season pass holders on March 23rd.
Yeah, so you have to have the season pass in order to get that strike.
But then the next
23rd.
The next one over, yeah, that's what he said. That's what Gatr said.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, it's free for all players. But my issue is, why the hell isn't this shit, coming out on February 9th, like all the other stuff?
Then there's this new public area called the Helm.
Whatever.
That's probably the staging ground for where you have to go into the matchmaking.
That's just where you turn in your shit for the season.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Wonder where that's going to be, though.
Yeah, you know where. Everyone thinks they know where. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. Which tower, though? But anyway.
Old.
So there's that. But yeah, the new strike, though, that looks fun. You're rolling on a like a moving fortress. So that's going to be kind of cool. Can't wait to jump off of that thing by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. New exotic weapon is a bow that fires 3 seeking arrows.
Made out of fire.
Yeah, which Gatr can't, wait to bitch about in PvP.
Oh, I'm not going to bitch about it. I can't wait to use it because it comes right in your pass.
Mm-hmm. So there's that and more. So that's all from the trailer, basically, besides the 2 reprised strikes, Fallen Saber and Devil's Lair.
Right.
So, that's going to be sort of, something to do there. And then after that, looking at okay, did you guys what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Oh, pure Bungie, pure Bungie style.
Yeah, Bungie does good trailers. I mean, the trailer itself was great. Like, it had, suspense in it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I might actually play this. When I read the other stuff, I'm like, fuck that noise.
It was good. I mean, it was unexpected. I didn't expect the Cabal to be I didn't expect us to be having to deal with the Cabal again so soon. But I'm happy. I can't wait to kick some Cabal ass. I'm ready. Those big fat suits, those big fat walking around with a big gun in their hand. Bring it. Bring it, Colossus. Bring it. It'll just be a Colossus with a bunch of feathers on them.
What?
The bosses, how they are real ornate. They look like Colossus, but they have a lot of ornamentation on them. Like, they look like feathers on their back. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to bring back Rocket's McDick face.
Oh, God.
That would be fun. That would be fun. So the 2 things that I did want to point out from the trailer that I thought were interesting were, one was that there's a little scene there of the Guardian with the Cabal shield.
Yeah, we've been talking about this in the Discord, what it is, actually. I thought it might have been... Go ahead.
Gatr thinks it's the relic from Vault.
Looks like it.
From VOG, and it's not. Because if you look at it...
I'll agree to disagree. It's just a different shader on it.
You don't put shaders on the relic?
It's just shaded differently. It looks just like the relic from Vault of Glass. There it is.
There's that side.
There it is. I got it out of him.
I may need to start drinking. I don't know why I haven't started yet. And then the other thing was Biggest McScreebus. So I don't know if you guys saw the little screenshot of that.
It was a really quick frame.
Yeah. And this thing looks like one of the Screebs, and it looks nasty. It looks like it's
messed up.
Yeah, I can't wait to fight that thing. All right, so that's everything there. And then the calendar here. So pretty much February 9th, the 2 reprised strikes are out there. The Helm comes online, and the Behemoth and Hailstone Battlegrounds are active. Also on the 9th, Stasis. You get the next aspect for that. And the 12th, Trials. The next battleground opens up on the 16th. Another battleground a week later. And then, let me see here. Iron Banner is going to be in there as well. Yay. Guardian Games is coming back. April 20th to May 9th. Titans Unite. Although I have a feeling Titans are going to lose and Hunters are going to win because they're going to reconfigure the numbers. Meanwhile, Warlocks will still be in second.
Whatever.
Or as Gatr says, I win.
I win no matter what.
Whoever wins, I win because I have all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, there's something weird about their uniforms, though. They look different than last
there's hope.
games.
There's like SRL.
Yeah, there's hope that it's SRL, but nobody believes it.
I'm not entertaining that right now. Not this too early. You know what, though? I do have something to state here. You said Iron Banner was coming February 23rd. I wonder if they're getting rid of the token system for Iron Banner as well. They just haven't told us yet. Because the reason I say that is because if they're switching to the season pass bar for Crucible, because here's the thing, I was playing Iron Banner a lot this week, and you get the bounties done. Then what else is there to do? Turn tokens in, and you hardly ever get a drop. It's very rare to get a drop through the actual games. I'm wondering if they have some kind of, if they're going to have at least not, if not then in the near future have everything set up just like the Crucible does right now with materials and other things to get while playing Iron Banner once you get those 4 bounties done. I'm just curious.
It's not going to happen, because if so, they would have told us.
Maybe it's not happening this season, but I wonder if it's going to happen next season.
Well, right, exactly, because probably at the same time they do the Vanguard tokens. Because trust me, if they did just remove everybody's Iron Banner tokens.
No. That would be bad.
Exactly, right? Because they've been harassing me to sell my to turn in my token. They're like, "Hey, do this. Hey, do this." And it's like, "All right, fucking shit, I'll do it." So,
well, I was just curious. I was just throwing that out there. I just saw Lord Salad ahead there, and I was just curious if they're gonna. It might be too early. They might do it when, like you said, when they do Vanguard. Maybe they'll change it over for everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's hoping. And then aside from that, that's pretty much everything that we know at the moment. There's always going to be other stuff, maybe a surprise here and there. But, we will see all in time.
Oh, and don't forget, we still got Umbrals coming, too. That'll be nice.
Meh.
And the Recaster.
Meh.
What do you think, Burning Wing? What do you think? You've seen the spread here. You going to play this, man? You think you're going to like this?
And honestly, no.
But you're going to play it, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll play now.
What about you, Hazel? What about you, Hazel?
I mean, I'm at season pass 25, or I might be in the 30s.
Really? All right.
Yeah. It's just, and the season pass to me is stupid. It's the worst idea they've ever come up with.
I don't know. Well, we'll see, I guess. But I don't know. I was just curious. I mean, Hazel, what's your overall take? You seem like you were underwhelmed too.
I am. I'm very underwhelmed. I mean, I don't know. There's something about this season that just seems off to me. I don't know what.
Really?
It just something. I don't know. They're just. I think they're making moves to make something better in the future. You know how Bungie usually does that for they're usually they'll do little things, little tweaks behind the scenes to make things better for the next DLC that comes out. So it's they're starting that now, and I don't know, it just sort of feels really, really weird for me because I don't know, just something about it just seems really off. And I mean, I'm thinking personally, I was thinking you know what, I'm going to dive in and I'll try it out and I'll play it and this kind of thing and see if it, if it hooks me. But I'm not seeing myself making it to 100 this season on the season pass.
Really?
Not seeing it.
I mean, I haven't made it yet, so.
Let's see. I just hit 342 season rank.
Yeah, Mr. Casual over here.
I tell you what, I was a little down.
Bounties.
I was a little down last week. I'm going to be the Destiny shield tonight. I'm going to be the corporate shield and say I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. It's 12 weeks. What
are you looking forward to?
One of my first questions is a stasis aspect quest. Are they going to add more aspects to each of the classes? Is that what that means?
They're going to add, I think, one more aspect, I think.
Okay, so basically if we follow this way, they're slowly releasing these aspects for our class abilities. I'm guessing by the end of this year, going into Season of the Witch, or the next big DLC, that's when they'll introduce the next class, which will be Decay or something, another darkness class, and then they'll do the same. They'll do the same thing. They'll give you the front 4 or the first 2 with all the fragments that can go with it. I think they're going to do. I think that's what they're going to do. I think we're going to have 3 light and 3 dark classes. Someone told me that the other day, and I think I believe it. I think that's the way it's going to be. And then the last DLC, we'll have to make a choice.
I mean, to me, it seems really, really obvious that they would have to do that. I mean, 3 dark and 3 light. I mean,
and whatever choice we make will put us right into the next game. Matter.
Wow, we have how many seasons left before
we had 2 more? We have 2 more seasons. Wait a minute. We have 4 seasons a year, right? So we had this was the first one. They said 4 seasons. They were going to do it.
Yeah, but last season was a season 2.
Yeah. Okay. So
that was 12. This is 13. Next is 14, 15, and then the next one is going to be the Witch Queen, which is a DLC.
So we're in the second.
Math is hard for you.
No. I thought this was the first season with Beyond Light.
No, this is the second season.
Damn it!
First season was Season of the Hunt.
I think Season of Hunt. Now. I think the Season of Hunt is the first season.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, but what you're saying is you're saying 15's the last. We have 13 now.
15 is the last of this year, of this season. Of this.
Wait, this is season 12. This is season 12 we're in right now.
Correct.
So we got 13 coming up next week. 14 will be in the summer. So you're thinking there's going to be a 15 right in the late summer?
So I was just doing the math. Sorry, but if we go February, like if they're all 3 months, February, March, April, right?
Right.
And that would be season 13.
It says February 9th to May 11th. This season of Chosen.
So May, June, July.
Okay.
So
July, August, September.
That's right. So if we have 4 seasons a year, we're not getting a DLC until November.
I think that's going to be the launch now for Destiny. I think it's going to be November instead of September.
Yep.
I think exactly. We better get used to that. We'll be out there with all the Call of Duty releases and whatever else comes around at Christmas time. Battlefield 6. I'll be there. I will be there playing. Oh, believe me, if Cyberpunk wasn't such a waste,
Destiny, though.
Yeah, but see, my roots is Battlefield. I'll definitely go. I'll come running if it's a modern shooter. I will be there.
And then I'll bounce off of it and go like, it's not Destiny.
No, I'll be splitting. I will definitely be splitting time. Battlefield 6. If EA doesn't F it up, I will definitely be there. I got friends waiting to play it, man. I just can't play World War I and World War II. I can't do it. I need modern weapons. I need modern scopes, not these freaking iron sights crap. I don't like that stuff.
Plus, I always love iron sights. I think Destiny needed more iron sights.
The problem with Battlefield is EA stripped it.
Already starting, you hear this?
EA stripped it down and made it a Battlefront game with just a different skin. It's so bad. It's so bad. They just had their stockholders meeting and they said that it's coming out holiday. It's been confirmed, and also that they're very happy that they're way ahead of schedule and it looks good. So I don't know what that means, in the whole scheme of things, but I'm hopeful.
Ahead of schedule at one point too.
I mean, Cyberpunk still hasn't got it figured out.
Anyway, because honestly, I've never played Battlefield, so.
But overall, I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious what this helm is. It's probably just a launching point, I'm sure, for the Battleground stuff. But the new stasis, I'm really curious what the new aspects are going to be for each class. And I think it may rule out a shatter dive. It may have something even better. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, I've been not impressed with stasis. I'm not impressed.
That's one of us. The one thing that I did see, though, was about one of the aspects is that maybe it might be something like for the hunter, like when you're using the super for it, that instead of having it be like kind of like a tornado of death, that it actually just keeps ricocheting off of things.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, I would love that.
It already follows you. It already follows everybody. It's like, I can't get away from this damn thing.
I easily get away from it. You just run away.
I'll try that on a small map. It's tough, man.
Well, one thing I do want to mention before, before we depart this lovely chat that we're having here is basically on or before February 9th, well, actually, I'd say probably before February 9th at noon, make sure that you cash in your weekly bounties for Strikes, Crucible, Gambit, Gunsmith, and the Crow, Crucible tokens, and Crucible token gifts. Oh, fuck. Do I still have those?
Better check.
Memory fragments for stasis. You need to, just delete those because they're automatically going to be deleted. All Crow bounties.
Or get them done. Or get them done. Get the fragments done.
Nah, you don't need to do that. Just. Well, I mean, if you pull out the fragments, yeah.
If you're close, you've been doing your Crucible games and you're close, get it done, man. You don't have to do that all over again.
But if you have, but here's the thing though: is if you have an alt character, just pick up a new one on there. You might be able to knock that shit out pretty quick. Yeah. All Crow bounties. I'm glad those things are going away because those were annoying.
Total waste.
Planetary mats, alkaline dust from Titan, the phase glass needles from where was that? Io? No, not Io. Yeah,
you're right.
Phase Seraphite from Mars, and simulation seeds from Mercury. So, yep. If you still have those, get rid of those because you'll be able to turn them in for a discounted Glimmer from Spider.
So, who do you turn them into?
Spider.
Yeah, I think Spider.
On my alt account, I still have some of these materials. I got rid of them last season on my main account, but usually you get Glimmer for it. Usually, I've noticed that most of those materials are available in 10,000 increments of Glimmer. So just cash them in.
I did see that.
So get Glimmer now or get Glimmer later?
I guess so. I think
you get less Glimmer.
You'll probably get a lot less Glimmer.
Yeah, but whatever.
If you turn in, I think you have to turn in. Damn it! What is it? 10 pieces, or for every 5 pieces you get. No, it's probably 10 or 20 pieces. You get 10,000 Glimmer. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
Whatever. I'm sitting on 250,000, so it makes no difference to me. Take my shit. But yeah, that's everything I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, oh my God, we have so many questions for Burning Wing tonight. I can't wait to hear how he answers these. We'll do that next. We'll do that next. We'll do that next. Right after this.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
SpeakPipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, listeners, it's that time of the week. This is our community questions we get from our Discord, our SpeakPipe, and we have a lot of them tonight from our Discord to Mr. BurningWing0 tonight. So let me start out with the first one. It's a multi-part question from Uncle Scumdeath. Question for Burning Wing, a.k.a. the Moist One. What is your favorite World War II plane? Mine is obviously the Spitfire.
So he picks a good plane. The Spitfire was the reason Britain did not follow Germany. And I love that plane. It's a great plane. But my favorite has to be the one that actually changed the tide of war, and that would be the P-51 Mustang.
What was it?
It was a long range.
It was escorts
plane
for the bombers,
for the B-17s.
Right.
However, the P-51 would not have been half the plane it was without the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in it from the Spitfire.
Gotcha.
The original version of the P-51, because the one that did most of the flying was the P-51D, but the original version of the P-51 had some really horrible American knockoff of the Merlin, and it did not perform at all. So Britain was like, "Hey, we'll give you some of these, so you can help us." And so that's really what made that plane fighter it was, the powerhouse that it was.
That's pretty
and
awesome.
There's still stuff from that plane that is used in today's airplanes, like the bubble canopy was first designed on the P-51.
Really?
Still used on every fighter jet today.
I used to follow World War II planes all the time when I was young. I actually used to draw them. Yeah. Well, he also asked question for Burning Wing. Are you passionate about planes, or is it just a job to you?
I think I answered that.
Kind of did. Sorry about that.
I love airplanes, all airplanes. World War II is really what got me into airplanes. There are so many just great planes for that era.
Yeah. There's some really good books.
Yeah.
Showing all the planes in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hazel. Awesome. What do we got?
All right. Let's go with this. Question from Jealous. Question for Burning Wing. What is your favorite genre song to listen to in the car when driving to deliver booze and food to Agent H?
Anything but Rod Stewart.
That's all I could.
Is that because Agent H is playing that when you show up?
No. So whenever H got the service quarantine, I told him, if you need anything, let me know. Well, he had me pick up some beer for him from a brewery in Wichita. And on the way out there, I just live streamed my whole drive out there on Twitch, on my Twitch page. So he gets on there and we're talking and whatnot. Apparently there was a Rod Stewart song on. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like, I'm not really feeling the song. So I was changing stations. And he was like, you don't like Rod Stewart or what? But I think for most of that stream, I think I was listening to the oldies.
Well, Agent H actually follows up and says, if available, can you bring me some Ozone or Rumble Pack? They're both super delicious. Wait a minute. Let me read that over. It's out of order. I got one from Agent H here. Question for Burning Wing. I feel like we're due for some brews and food. You free on the 20th? I'm thinking pulled pork. And then he follows up and says, if available, can you bring me some Ozone or Rumble Pack? They're both super delicious.
I think I will be free on the 20th. I'm bowling in a tournament on the 19th in Wichita. I should be free, and let me know what you want, Ozone or Rumble Pack. Both are great. I think I like Ozone a little better myself. But.
Very cool.
Nice.
There you go, Agent H.
Yep. You have to let us know how you do in the tournament, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah. All right. Question for, QFBW. Do you only love me for my looks? Chris 3711.
I mean, duh. Makes me moist.
Oh, Lord. We got a bunch of these questions. All right. I've got one from the Laz. Question for the show. If Burning Wing wasn't moist, then what adjective would he be?
If I wasn't moist, what would I be? Damp would probably be.
Oh, God.
Next best.
Poor Chris.
So apparently, okay, so a couple of days ago, I was watching the TikToks because soccer made me. And I found this one video. It says, let's see if we can find this girl's trigger words. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm watching it, and she goes through a couple words, and then she says moist, and this chick almost vomits at just her saying this. And she says a couple more, and then she goes, panties. The chick almost does it again. Like, it had a worse reaction with that one. Then there was a third one, but I didn't hear what the third word was. But I find it funny that people have that reaction to words. I just found out that when you say panties, apparently it does the same thing to people that moist does.
Really?
Yeah. I just found that out like maybe a month or two ago.
Oh shit.
So, but I had to send it to Chris. So
I was going to say, meanwhile, Chris is like cold shivering for some reason.
Yeah. I think he's still in the fetal position.
Oh God. That was my question. Your turn, Hazel.
All right. So keeping on the moist train here, Chris 3711, question for Burning Wing. Since you claim to be moist, I have decided your Christmas gift next year will be Depends and baby powder. So I just need to know what size to buy.
Size is triple extra small. Like to make sure my junk that really pops and that stuff. And please make sure they are denim colored. That way they go with my ensemble.
Oh man. Okay. I can see if we have any more for
Denim colored Depends is the title of the episode, by the way.
Denim covered Depends.
Denim colored.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Colored.
That is an epic title.
Depends. Sounds good. That's why he's around. He's the creative guy. All right. Jeez. All right. I'm gonna go more general here. This is from Chubby Wizard. He always has good questions. Question for the show: did you guys get to do the Adored quest? And what are your thoughts on it? I just finished getting the wrap, and I like the quest. It gave me something to grind for, and it forced me out of my comfort zone when it comes to using the same weapons all the time. I like that it brought some variety to the game. Thanks, love the show. What do you think, Burning? Did you get this?
No. I probably won't get it.
It was a pretty hefty. Well, it was a medium. Don't you think? Medium quest, Hazel? You got it done before I did.
It wasn't even medium. This was like pretty easy. I mean, I ended up getting like my headshots pretty quickly. I think the last thing that I needed were just like general kills with it. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy. I mean, I like using snipers anyway. So,
I mean, it's basically
I enjoy using snipers. I just doing these quests, where you've got to get hundreds of whatever. Nah, it just ain't me, bro.
They've definitely dumbed it down. It's definitely a lot easier because on my alt character, I almost got it too. But it's you gonna say something, Hazel?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, the one thing that I did like about it was using it. I mean, it made you use a sniper. You didn't have to use the Adored.
Yeah.
But it made you use a sniper like in strikes too. And I never use snipers in strikes. So it was kind of fun to go like, oh, well, I'm going to put on a whisper and I'm going to try it now. And the only thing I hated was using a sniper in Gambit. That was the thing I did not like at all.
I love it. I mean, it's got
Gambit.
It's got me sniping all the time. I mean, I got a ton of clips using my Adored in Crucible, and it's so much fun. And if you put if you deck out your gear, all your armor for handling and aim assist and all that good stuff, targeting and all that, it's so much fun to play in Crucible now. It's probably one of my favorite sniper rifles right now. The one from the I don't remember the name of it, but the heavier sniper rifle that you get from the raid, I like using it too. Yeah, it's pretty.
That thing has crazy fucking zoom though.
It's a beast.
Is crucial.
Well, if you look at the I put out the the gun of the month for January. I put a little montage using it on the YouTube channel. At the very end, I used that sniper rifle. I did it in slow-mo where I swear I hit the guy the first time, and you can even watch it in slow-mo. I swear I hit the guy in the head and it didn't register. But it's pretty, that sight is pretty nice. I like the sight on it. But that
zoom though, that zoom in is just
Yeah, the Adored is pretty good zoom too. Adored has pretty good. It has.
I mean, they made that zoom change. Was it this season or last?
Yeah,
it was this season.
So, yeah, because they felt the short zooms were too short. Again.
Well, if you use them. Well, I was gonna say, if you use the Reckoner in Crucible and switch over to it, it's definitely stickier. Yeah, the Revoker. It's definitely stickier. The higher zooms are definitely stickier. The Revoker, I was missing some of my shots. I could definitely tell it took a little bit more effort to drag snipe and stuff. So
yeah, well, we'll see if you use snipers next season, because
I know the flinch. If they never see the shot coming, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we'll just have to see there. That was my question. That's your turn.
All right. So I saw one other one in here. Where did it go? Question for Burning Wing. What did you do before this show? Take a shot, grab some booze and snacks for during the show, etc.
Took a shit and got a beer.
Answers that.
Prepping like a pro.
Who was that by?
Jealous.
Burning Wing. Oh.
Burning Wing's Guide to Life.
Man, Jealous put a ton of them in here. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably doing it in class.
All right. Okay. I have one from Golden God. Question for the show: what is your favorite armor set and or ornaments? Armor set and ornaments.
My favorite is the Dawning set from a couple years ago. Maybe it was the first Dawning. I still use them to this day. They just take shaders extremely well, and then they look so good for the Warlock.
Yeah, they do. The Dawning armor is just really nice. It's very ornate. I like that stuff. My favorite right now. You got one, Hazel?
I'm trying to find the question. Here we go.
Favorite armor set and shader, or I'm sorry, armor set and ornaments. I tell you what, the Season of the Hun armor, the ornament is really nice on it. I think it was. I want to say it was Helios. When we were raiding, he had his on. I was like, man, where'd you get that? He says, dude, it's in the Season Pass. It's a Season of the Hun ornaments. It looks really good. So I'll go with that for this season. It looks really nice.
Nice. So I'm going to take a liberty, because the question is, what is your favorite armor set and or ornaments? And I'm going to go with the Crota armor when they
That's right. Didn't have to be from now.
Yeah, exactly. Because it just looked all kinds of badass. You had the chroma going on, and it just looked fantastic.
Good pick.
Everyone loved that set when they brought that back. Mm-hmm. I personally thought the King's Fall set was better.
Yeah, I didn't like the King's Fall set just because I ran Titan. So the helmet looked like, it looked like one of the hats that I picture like the French wearing back in like the war days kind of thing.
Okay. I've lost count.
That was you.
That was you. Okay, you turn.
That was your question, yeah. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to hit up with this one here from Ikora's Assassin for you, sir. Let's say Bungie decides to give you a small but highly talented team to work on future content. Would you improve Crucible and PvP, generate more interesting strikes, etc., or dedicate time to progression?
Yeah, I figured you would ask me this when I was kind of thinking about it off and on all week. I tell you, the one thing I probably wouldn't have them do is make firewall stuff.
What?
No.
Do you ever stop trolling?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
It's just, if they gave me a team to work on stuff, I don't know what I would do. Like, there is something missing from D2 that D1 had. What that is, I cannot put my finger on.
Well, we had all the vendors that sold all the different weapons with different roles every week.
That's not it. Like, I would just, I'd run stuff just to run stuff in D1. I'd run a raid. I'd run strikes. I'd run Crucible. I'd run whatever. Someone want to go patrol. All right, let's go patrol. There's just something missing from D2. And I would probably just set the team onto finding out what that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
I'm sorry I can't be more specific with it, but it's just I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel. And I'm not saying that D1 was better. D2 is by far the better game. Just personally, there is something that D1 had that kept me coming back. D2 doesn't have that.
I was thinking about that. I mean, when you said that, it made me think of like two things. I think one thing that is different is the tone. I think D2 has more of a positive, upbeat tone. Like, it seems like everything's happier, it seems.
Easier. Everything's easier.
I'm not saying easier at all. I'm saying that, I mean, it's
not so much doom and gloom.
Right, exactly. Whereas D1, it was like, I mean, like, shit's gonna go bad, Like, you actually cared about if your guardian died, even if, I mean, even if you could revive yourself, you still cared about, like, reviving.
Yeah.
Well, what about this? What if there was more mystery in Destiny 1? We didn't know a lot of it. Like the Stranger, we didn't know what the hell she was about. Now we know exactly what she's all about. So maybe there was more mystery and we were more curious as far as where the story was going to go. And it just seems in Destiny 2 that they're working on more individual stories and bringing out characters in more of the light.
No, like, just no, because I mean, like, in D1, I farmed Omnigul for a Grasp of Malik, right? Why I did that, I really have no idea for, other than it was just fun. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun to see. It's the week we did it, it was Solar Burn, so you had a Hammer Titan, you had the Raise Lighter, you had a Tether. Run in there with Raise Lighter, Tether, Raise Lighter, she's dead before she can get out of the room, right? Rinse and repeat.
Right.
Yeah.
I did that all week, and I had so many freaking rolls of Grasp of Malik, it was ridiculous. But now, like, there is no way in hell I am going to grind for anything a strike in D2.
Well, you have a time limit.
Well, it's not even that, man. It's not even time limit. That's not what he's saying. He was saying that there was something about D1 that, I mean, it just kept you coming back.
Like, even though I may have gotten multiple rolls of the same gun, like, there was always a reason to go back in there and do it. Like, in D2, like, there's strike-specific Nightfall loot, but there's really no way to farm it other than run the whole strike. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I can't just farm, Imago loops, or I can't farm Grasp of Malik in D2.
Well, they don't exist. They don't exist.
Right. But I mean, like, whatever, name a strike-specific weapon in D2.
They don't exist.
The Nightfall ones. I mean, can you name one of them? Does anyone even go after them?
Talking about a D2?
Yeah.
They don't exist. They took them out.
The Nightfall ones do. No, Nightfall ones are still in there.
DFA and that kind of thing?
No, because that planet's gone.
Oh, that shit's sunset, man.
Yeah, the strike-specific weapons are all sunset.
Okay, but still, when they weren't sunset, did you run strikes to try and get them?
No, I didn't. No, if it happened, it happened.
Exactly. It was also because it was a Nightfall specific thing, I think, as well, and not just a strike.
That's true.
Like, I mean, yeah, you may not have had a great chance at getting the weapon or whatever in the strike. When you did, it was great. I love those arms from the brothers strike in D1. Titan.
Titan arms.
Yeah. Those things were badass.
Look like little chainsaws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
It could be like, the weapons, maybe they seemed like more powerful in D1, maybe, I wonder if maybe to a degree, if we just maybe are just different people than we were in D1.
Yeah, it may just be the fact that, we've been playing this game since 2014 and we're just burned the fuck out.
Could be. It could very well be that. Yeah.
I don't know.
I've reached burnout in Destiny 1 and in Destiny 2. I've fully cycled through, but I don't know. There's always just something that brings me back to play. And you know what? You know what it is? I guarantee I know what it is. There's nothing.
New engine?
No. There's nothing. There's no shooter out there as good as Destiny right now. And a world like Destiny. You can say Call of Duty all you want, but it's the same old Call of Duty. It's the same old Call of Duty. It's the same old Call of Duty. It's just in a different wrapper. Nothing's really great.
It's the same old Destiny in a slightly upscaled engine.
Yeah, but Destiny has story, it has PvE and PvP, and you play a campaign in Call of Duty, it's done and over with. You're moving on. There's something about the ongoing world and obviously the gun handling. Bungie's known for that, but that's why I'm really looking forward to seeing what Battlefield 6 or whatever they name it this fall. I'm really hoping there's some new, I don't know, something new or better or something as equals to Destiny, but I have yet to find a shooter that is as good as Destiny, and I think that's why people stick around. So, take heed of that, Destiny. That, Bungie, we need to keep it fresh.
I think they stick around because of Bungie. Because Bungie, they do care to a degree about certain things.
They do.
So it's just, it's just that.
All right.
So, Gatr, question.
Yep, let's keep moving. I got one from Sweaty Spooks here. Question for the show. Is it just me, or is there a common, genuine hate for public washroom single-ply toilet paper? I find when I need toilet paper, rather than getting a good handful of it, I end up with 20 useless tiny pieces of it, and it frustrates me to no end. Man, that's such a good question. But I'll start with our guest.
You ain't paying for it. Just get a handful of that and just go to town.
They're paying like a nickel a roll for that stuff,
It's not my money. That's all I know.
Well, yeah, it's so, I'm trying to think of the word. It's so exasperating when you have to sit there and roll and roll and roll and roll just to get it thick enough to be able to use it. And people next door are like, dude, what are you doing? Are you making cheese? What the fuck's going on over there,
Are you making cheese?
If someone's asking me what I'm doing in the bathroom,
no, because when you turn the roll, you're like roll, you're yanking it, roll, it vibrates on the door.
I don't.
When you're sitting there,
how hard you yank it, but I don't normally yank it that hard.
Well, I'm just saying, when you're sitting there rolling it for 20 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Not that long. I'm exaggerating, of course, but
20 seconds.
I'm just exaggerating. I just said that. But it's like, you feel like, geez, why are you still rolling it off the roll? Come on, dude. But then you realize it's such
I don't pay
stuff.
attention to anybody else's bathrooms habits when I'm in here myself.
Right.
I'm not like, what are they doing over there? Are they building like a paper fort?
I'm not.
That's just me.
I'm not paying attention to what the person next to me doing. I'm worrying about wiping my own ass and getting the hell out.
My head is always on a swivel in Florida. Trust me. All right.
Well, that's because you got Florida man.
He's always out there. He's always out there.
I'm picturing
motherfucker's gonna come out of the ceiling and drop down and fucking piss on your head.
Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
He's just waiting for like a news article to be written about him.
Shit.
But yeah, I'm just picturing Gatr like taking a shit on the toilet, like in a bathroom somewhere, and he's like looking behind him, make sure nobody's back there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't take a shit.
I don't have that fear here.
I don't take a number 2 out in the public. Never have, unless it's just an emergency. I'll wait till I get home to take care of that.
If I can wait, I wait as well. But at work, obviously you own your own business, whatever. But like at work, we have public bathrooms that have this shitty toilet paper.
Yeah.
I sit down. I enjoy my nice relaxing poo. And then whenever I go to use the toilet paper, like I said, I think I ain't paying for this shit, so I use as much as I need to.
I hear you. Oh well. Question answered. Why don't we do a couple each, Hazel?
Sure.
And wait. We'll let Burning Wing take us out. I'll let him pick the last one. But you go, I go, and then Burning Wing will finish.
All right. So I like this one. Uncle Scumdeath. I've just sliced my thumb whilst cooking. I love that word, whilst. Whilst cooking, and I'm bleeding all over the food. When was the last time you had a cooking disaster?
Mine was Christmas. Was it Christmas? Oof. Christmas or Thanksgiving this last year. I'd bought a new knife to carve the turkey. And I'm using it, and it slipped just right to where I just cut. It's the kind of similar thing. I cut my hand with the knife. It was a brand new knife. And yeah, it hurt. I don't remember bleeding too much, but it was not great.
You got one, Hazel?
I do, yes, but I asked the question, so Gatr, it's you first.
Well, I don't know if anybody recalls, but I had an accident with a block of knives in my kitchen when I had our first house. We were young and dumb. We put the block of knives on top of the refrigerator to get away from, we had kids. These are like sharp hinkle knives, and it got caught on the door panel. These are split door refrigerators, and it actually pulled the block of knives on top of me. And I had a giant French hinkle knife, German-made knives, really sharp. Every knife missed me except this biggest ass knife in the damn block, and it filleted my finger open a millimeter from my tendon. And I had to go to the hospital and get it sewn up, and it was more painful getting my finger sewed up than it was getting cut. It was just crazy. I can't believe I haven't told that story.
Seems like I remember hearing that story.
Yeah,
all right, I'll tell you this. It was in the same kitchen where my wife was chasing me around with a wooden spoon. If that brings it back.
So he was getting the knife to keep her away.
Yeah, she had a spoon. He had a knife. Neither one had pants. Got it.
That's not a knife.
It's a knife.
All right.
Mine has nothing to do with me cutting myself open or anything like that, but I made cookies once and I forgot flour.
Oh.
A different kind of disaster there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Recommend.
You need flour, in other words. Kind of hard to make cookies without it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pick this one for mine. This is from Chubby Wizard since it's timely here. Question for the show. Since Bungie Hype Train has left the station this week, what are you most hyped up for? I'm hoping for more Crow storyline stuff. His story really has its hooks in me. Thanks, love the show. What do you think, Burning Wing? What are you looking forward to in the season?
You're asking the wrong guy on that.
He's waiting for the ending.
The 9 foot tall Cabal woman?
The 9 foot tall lady vampire that everyone was freaking out about because she was 2 foot taller than Master Chief.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's a different game. But
I didn't see Master Chief
with the long fingernails. Yeah. Different game.
What about you, Hazel? Yeah. What are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the cutscenes.
Hopefully there's a lot of them.
I don't care if there are a lot of them or not, but Bungie usually does really good cutscenes, and I can't wait to see, because there is that one that they teased there where it shows her like pulling out the knife and going like, hey, if you like cross me, we're over.
And you notice she called it the Gilded Knife. Hint, hint. Gilded titles. We have Gilded titles. Gilded Knife.
Yeah,
coming up.
Don't even.
All right.
Get out of here.
Keep trying, Gatr. Keep trying. Keep trying to put makeup on that pig.
Let's see. What am I looking forward to? There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to, but I can only pick one. So I'm going to say I'm curious to see what the new Battlegrounds is going to be and how they're going to stage it and stuff. So, yeah, for me,
I thought you were say the bounties.
Well, I always like bounties, but those are going to be hardwired into the Triumphs now. I love it. Okay. All right. Burning Wing, your turn.
All right, so I found 3 that I really like, but I think one of them you need to ask everyone from here forward.
Okay.
It's actually from Hazel's wife. It's what's the one thing you look forward to doing after the pandemic has subsided?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good question.
I mean, that's one you probably should ask everyone. I mean, mine is concerts. Like, I love live music.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go back to them and pay, exorbitant amounts of price for alcohol that I could drink at home for cheap.
Yeah.
What about you, Hazel?
Oh man. I'm gonna steal Gator's idea here. I miss going to the fucking movies. I miss movies actually caring and like coming out in the theater and actually being good.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Yeah.
So there's just something about going to see a movie on opening night and like everybody is like all packed in there, like oh yeah.
I miss those.
But I doubt it will ever be like that ever again though.
Well,
theaters again.
I don't know. I don't know if it. Who knows?
Except for in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing movies, but the movies are definitely not the movies we used to be able to see. There's some good.
Right.
No, there's some good movies. I'm in fact I'm watching one Sunday, I'm watching no that's Super Bowl. We're watching one next week, I guess, sometime. Anyway, for me, it's the theme parks. My wife and I love to go to Universal, ride the roller coasters and everything, and yeah, I miss that. We used to have annual passes, and we would be living in Orlando. We would rotate different parks. We go to Disney one year, and then we go switch over to Universal one year, and had a lot of fun doing it. It was just a good day to get out, for most of the day, and especially if the weather was decent. And we'd always go when the tourists didn't come, like after Thanksgiving. Hint, hint. Anyway, nice. That's what I'm.
Way to be antisocial.
Cool. No, we just don't like tons of people waiting in line to ride a 5-minute ride. Basically, I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one in here. That your Mrs. Hazelnut wrote for feature guest.
I like it.
All right. Well, we'll give you a real one now, Burning Wing.
Okay. So there's 2 more, and they're both just love these questions. But one's from RNG Gatr. It says, "Why does Gatr talk such a big game about playing with people on PC, but then ignores them and then blames his PC?"
Well, okay, for the record, I guess this is addressed to me. I did raid with you, RNG Gatr. If you remember, I did raid with you on PC that night when you set it up. But I'm telling you, ever since Beyond Light, my PC is not running the same way. And maybe you're right, Burning Wing. Maybe I just need to just delete the whole game and just re-download it. Maybe that'll fix it. But my card is not loving Destiny right now. And I'm running a 2080 Super, so you would think that would have no problem. But I had a frame counter, just a small one up in the corner, and it's not even close to what it used to be. It struggles to even hit 60 sometimes. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't know enough about computers to... So maybe I'll just re-download the game. I don't know. All right. You had one more?
Yep, one more. It's from this guy named DES Raven.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you heard of this guy or not. Question for Gatr. For a company that's going to be bought out by Microsoft and go back to working on Halo, why would they need to get rid of their Halo stats archive?
I know this one.
Oh, yeah? What's the answer?
Yeah, it's because they want to start fresh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Exactly.
Come on.
Oh,
yeah, thanks,
yeah,
Hazel.
it has. I'm sure it's not because that's not happening, right?
Yeah. Come on, DS Raven.
Yeah, DS Raven.
No, it's DS Raven.
DS Raven. Right.
These nuts Raven. What?
Yeah, there it is.
Uh-oh, he's going to hit us with that one.
All right. Hey, guys. Thank you very much, community, for sending questions to us. You guys never disappoint every week. And, man, we still have a bunch left. But we hopefully we spread the wealth tonight. We made sure everyone's, some of you put multiple questions in. I love it. We love that you do that. But we want to make sure we share the wealth a little bit with our featured guests. So if we didn't get to it this week, we will definitely get it. We don't forget questions that are submitted, and we don't want to be here for 2 hours. So, unfortunately, we have to.
We already
it's
are.
okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, but not
here for longer.
Yeah,
so
but
far.
not 2 more hours in addition. That would be bad. That would not be good.
Maybe for someone else. I mean, I just got to go to work. Then. no big deal. I mean, it is only second Thursday.
Well, hey, I think, you know what? I think Fudd has something to say, and he'll say it right after this.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. Appreciate that intro as usual, sir. This is the final part of our show. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a little sample of what the two of us, and of course Burning Wing here, likes to listen to. And we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify, and now it's on iTunes as well. Just look for the links. We've got them in our Discord, and we have them in our show notes. We now have 537 songs, 38 hours, and 18 minutes of music representing all of us and our past guests. So check that out. All right, Mr. Burning Wing, what do you got for us tonight, man?
So my first pick is a bit unusual. I don't think most people listen to music like this, but it's the group Rammstein. They're a German heavy metal band formed in Berlin in 1994. They have been in some movies in the U.S. The most notable one was Triple X with Vin Diesel. They are the band with the flamethrowers on their face singing the song.
Oh, nice.
Firefly. The song I'm picking is Lynx 234 from their 2001 album Motor. It's good hard rock. It'll get you amped up whenever you're looking to do something, even if you don't understand what they're saying.
I like their sound, man. They have good sound. Cool. What's your second one?
The second one is going to be from a legend in the rock space, a guy from the Jersey Shore. Maybe you've heard of him, named Bruce Springsteen.
Maybe.
It's going to be Murder Incorporated. Again, it's a great song. It's more mellow than some of his other songs, but it's just entraps you in the music like few songs can nowadays.
Oh, this is on his greatest hits album. Nice.
Mm-hmm. It's a great song.
I'm sure I've heard it. I love his music too. Cool deal, man. Those are solid picks. I thought we were going to get a Randy Savage one tonight. I was worried.
I thought about putting John Cena on. But...
I thought we were going to get another song about your love for Chris 3711.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I mean, when you put Meatloaf as your love song to someone, there is no topping it. I mean, it's just how it is.
He's got a point there, Hazel.
Yeah, and Chris apparently has a big 10-inch for him. So, yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
What do you got, Hazel?
I remember things like that. All right. So my first song is actually from a TV show that I picked up and started watching called Warrior. It's on HBO Max. It's written by Bruce Lee originally. Like the concept was from him, from back in the day. Yeah. And little fun fact about that is basically he was pitched the idea and they said, no, we're not going to take the idea because you're Chinese. And nowadays, they heard the writer of it. He heard about that story and said, all right, fuck it. We're making a show about this. And he got Bruce Lee's daughter involved and things like that. So
that's awesome.
The song that I picked is Little Green Bag. And so anybody who's seen Reservoir Dogs will definitely remember that. And they actually used that in the show in the season 1 finale. And it's just a great moment and it just fits. So it was great to see that. And then the second song that I picked is from Tyler, the Creator, from his Wolf album. So this guy has like different characters that he'll embody. And this character is actually the first one that I ever found him and things like that. And Wolf's just this really harsh rapper. And the song is Domo 23. So You know, it's a fun little song.
Cool deal, man. Hey, can I just say thank you to both of you guys for your explanations on your picks tonight. I love that. I love that you giving me a little background of the song. It's kind of the reason why I do it. You know, I want to kind of draw people in to listen to what I have to say. So, that being said, my first pick, I looked through our playlist. I didn't see any songs from this group. So for my own sanity, I chose this LA rock band that formed in 1971. They have 6 Grammys and 5 AMAs and are considered one of the most successful music acts of the 70s. What's funny is that this group of musicians were all recruited by Linda Ronstadt for her band, but these guys eventually, like I said, struck out on their own, and their harmonies are second to none. There's a reason why they were so good. So much talent in one group that each of them, almost every one of the members have solo albums on their own. That's how good they are. Although they broke up in 1980, several reunion tours have followed and formed, and one was called Hell Freezes Over Tour. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But the last one, like I said, was in 2017 when one of the lead singers passed, and Vince Gill actually stood in to sing his parts. So I chose probably the most iconic song they ever produced from the album of the same name from 1976, which won Album of the Year, by the way. It's Hotel California, and the band is the Eagles. For my second pick, I chose this American-based rock band from Seattle, Washington. They formed in 1987 and took its name from a glam metal rock band from the 80s and has had a few changes to bandmates over the years, but for the most part was the shocking loss of their lead singer, Lane Staley, who died in 2002. After that, it's kind of been a dual lead vocal group, and I gotta admit, it sounds just as good today as it did back then. The reason I picked the song this tonight is because they were just awarded the Mopop Founders Award for 2020. If you don't know what Mopop is, it's the Museum of Pop Culture. It's based in Seattle, Washington. And this looks like a fantastic museum. It's about all the pop culture, not just music. But I posted the full 2-hour ceremony in our music channel in our Discord, and you will see some of the rock legends that replay some of their classic hits. And so in honor of one of my top 10 metal bands of all time, it's one of my favorite songs from them called Rooster, from their 3rd studio album, Dirt, and it's from the iconic rock legends, Alice in Chains. Fun fact about this group, it's the first song I learned on guitar, and it was Nutshell from their Unplugged album of 1996. Very cool guitar chords and melodies, and it's very, very relaxing to play, so little fun fact there. Mrs. Gatr has submitted a pick this week. She says this: I found this song while listening to a Jack White radio on Spotify. As our daughter used to say when she asked why her shoes were on the wrong feet when she was little, I like it. It's the group Rival Sons with their song from their 2019 album Feral Roots, and it's Shooting Stars. This group is, I gotta admit, it's a nice fresh sound. She has a good musical ear. Zan posted one for us this week. He posted a cover of this song, actually, that he performed on his YouTube channel, Barely ADS. Check him out if you haven't already. It's the song from Isley named Kind from their 2011 album, The Valley. It's a great acoustic song if you haven't heard it. Guys, I think that's it. That's another episode wrapping up. Just one little note. If you guys do like what you're listening to, do us a big favor. Spread the word. Hit that share button on your podcast app of choice. Leave us a review if you like. That would be very appreciated. Hazel and I probably agree. We just appreciate everything you guys do for us every week. And we love the downloads and the listens that you guys are giving us. So thank you for that. Burning Wing, thanks, dude. It's good to hear from you again. Good to talk with you.
Yeah, it was fun. I did have another little fun fact for the group, the Eagles.
Yeah, what's up?
If you want to hear it.
Absolutely.
So Joe Walsh was actually born in Wichita, Kansas, which is where I work, and an hour from B&H.
Really?
And he still has a house there.
I think Life's Been Good from Joe Walsh is one of my song picks from long ago I have in our playlist. I love Joe Walsh. Great music.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, everyone maybe there was one member that didn't have a solo album, but I think every one of them had a solo album. They were that good. I mean, it was a rock band on top of a rock band. It were just really powerful people. Thanks, man. I didn't know that. That's cool to know. Well, hey, thanks again, man. Thanks for coming on tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for the trolls.
Yep, well, it's what I do.
If you like, would you like to leave your details? Maybe people can get a hold of you. Oh Lord.
Sure. You can do it again. What?
I mean, is there another reason? Is there some info maybe you can throw out there where people can contact you?
You can find me in the Discords at some version of Burning Wing or Birds Aren't Real People. You can find me on Twitter at Holden Court. Stream every once in a while on that channel.
You could just give him a plug.
Yeah. You just give me a follow at Holden Court on Twitter. That's fine. So tell me you love jorts and pineapple on pizza.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, thanks again, man.
Yes, thank you.
Hazel?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
what's
sorry,
up?
One more.
That's all right.
See you all next week. That's just for one person.
Okay. Hazel, where can people find you, sir?
All right. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere.
You can find me on the Twitter at Todd the Gatr. It's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS4. Gatr, all caps, underscores in between. Gatr space GDC on Xbox. I'm also on YouTube as Gatr-Guardian Downcast, where we also post our episodes every week, if you didn't know that. You can find our podcast on whatever podcatcher you use out there. Whatever you listen to, just look for us out there. And you can also go to our website, guardiandowncast.com. You can email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com for any questions for the show. And Twitter, we're at @guardian_D_cast. And like I said, if you have any other questions, guardiandowncast.com is the place to go. We have a bunch of great gamers in our Discord as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast. And I always post a link of our Discord community in our show notes. Just look for the links in there in the description. And we're now on Instagram. Just search for Guardian_Down_cast. And Mr. Jorts, you want to give us some pictures, man? We can throw in there that describes you?
I'll be glad to give you some Jort pictures.
Oh, damn it.
That sounds hot.
Yeah. There's another soundbite. Thanks, Hazel.
That's hot.
That's hot.
We can't leave without good old Mr. Uncle Scumdeath, and play it right now.
Hello, and welcome to Scumdeath's Corner. How much cheese do you use in your household? It seems every meal we have, we use cheese. And you buy a massive block of it, and it's quite expensive over here. And then when you're going to use it, there's none left. Everyone else is eating it. It's not good. I don't know if it's that fashionable over in the States, but flipping heck. It's a bloody nightmare here. So I might have to nip to the shop because I want to make myself homemade pita pizzas, pita breads, bit of barbecue sauce as the base, fried bacon, onion, mushrooms all thrown on with a bit of cheese, which I haven't got. So I think I'll nip down the shop and go and get some cheese because every other bastard is at it all. I don't know if it's the same in your house, but that's what it's like over here. Anyway, cheers, guys. Love ya.
Thank you, Mr. Scumdeath. We appreciate that, sir. Fun fact about cheese is there is actual protein in it called casein. That's why it makes you keep coming back. It's something that's in cow's milk and everything else that makes the calf come back to get more milk. And it's just put in cheese form. It's just hardened milk. Yeah, casein. That's why we love cheese so much. But thank you, Uncle Scumdeath. Appreciate that.
Cheese.
I'm hungry now.
Pizza
sounded pretty good.
Yeah, actually. Pizza sounded really good, especially with barbecue.
Even with a little bit of blood, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe not that.
Hey, everybody. Continue to be safe out there. More importantly, take care of one another.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Toddles.
Yeah.
Go Buccaneers!
Boo.
Boo. everyone. We are gathered here today to talk about the most glorious word ever devised in the English language. We all know that the word moist is the best word there is. Moist has one definition mainly. Okay, only one definition. But it's just such a good, fun word to say. Just moist. Just moist. Let's listen to it. Moist. Tell me there's a better word in the dictionary. You won't find it. Moist is the best. Better than moist. I'm moist right now.
Oh shit! All right, I think that'll.
Can I try saying moist?
Sure,
too.
Sure.
Moist.
See, look, listen to how good that sounds right there.
Moist.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's for you, Chris.
No, I think BurningWing's got something for Chris right there.
It's gone now. What are you talking about?
All right. That'll work. It's our longtime friend of the show. It's BurningWing0. How you doing, man?
It's 0, not O.
Hazel, you ready?
1 second. I'm changing my name. I'm adding something to my nickname in Discord.
Oh shit.
There we go.
We're only burning air. Don't worry about it.
No, you're good. I'm done now.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, listeners, this segment is called the SpeedRun. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and BurningWing0. Damn it. Did it again. Okay, listen.
How do you? It doesn't even look like an O. It's clearly a 0.
I know. I even put 0 in the title. I don't understand. Jesus. All right, here we go.
At least you didn't say ACA.
Oh, God.
Or Vegeta.
All right, here we go. Signature
questions. There we go. You know what, Gatr? I think it's a brilliant idea. You are a genius